say, Alo, komi keshito.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless,
Deborah Adoso.
And I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion. Of Ghana Talks Radio. It's yet another beautiful Monday morning, and it's a new month, and you are welcome to the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show right here on Ghana Talks Radio. This is the news headline review. Here we bring you all the latest headlines and informed perspectives on issues that matter to you every morning right here on the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. I am your host, Ruth Esinam Fiagbedu, and joining me this morning on the news headline review is Ms. Tabiadosa and Ms. Regina Bliss. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are we doing?
I am good. You?
I'm fine. The use of personal pronouns.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's not fine.
Maybe
but I know
she's not
the
fine.
grace is sufficient.
It's good to fight your own fight, though. Miss Davy?
Yes, as usual. The grace is sufficient.
Yes, with your yellow band there. It's a brighter day.
Yeah.
It's a brighter morning. How was the weekend for you, though? Interesting.
But literally.
Make sure you report to the Council of State.
Yeah.
The Council of the breakfast team. Come and tell us how interesting it was. Miss Regina?
Yeah.
How was the weekend for you?
It was productive.
Oh, nice. Good to hear that. It means you're making money.
Oh, yeah. The money is not necessary. Very necessary.
Very, very necessary. I'm so
necessary.
glad yours was productive.
What of yours?
It was good.
I know, right?
Yeah, it was good. All right, you're welcome to the news headline review. But before we dive into the major news items for this morning, I don't know if you saw yesterday the clash during the sprinkling of Pokwe. I think that happened in Soto.
Yeah, that's claimed the lives of, should I say?
3 people. Something that was like a festival that is supposed to bring people together is now being chaotic and causing the life of people. Where have we gotten to as a country that I think people say that Ghana is a peaceful country, but I don't know, like maybe for you, but I don't know.
Ghana is indeed a peaceful country.
But looking at what is happening right now,
should I say this is a community
Clashes.
Community clashes.
But you know it can actually escalate into something big.
Something big.
Yes.
It can only escalate in their jurisdiction.
Okay.
It can affect too.
It
Yeah.
can, but more of the affecting will go to them, because I learned the Sotom King Nibawuye in regards to that, and one friend called me, said we should go over and cover it, and I was like, oh, why not, no problem. He actually had some gang we were supposed to go with, but we called the assemblyman of Sotom. He was like, this is something that should be personal, and he would advise we shouldn't involve ourselves. I was like, why not? And I may pay me baby die, because I can't kill myself.
But listening to the news yesterday with something that's supposed to be, I really do not know what the clash thing was all about.
I think it was,
and they have
it's a I think they said it's a disputes. Did that.
And what sparked it?
And he had to come back.
No one really knows.
Like, you get it. And this one was actually involving the youth. You could see like these energetic guys who could actually be military men or even policemen protecting and making you get it.
Yeah.
We just lose them just like that. And I think there's been also a rant on social media with regards to the welcoming language at the airport. Obake, welcome and all of that. This thing here, if we don't take our time, there's going to be division between the ethnic groups, and that is going to be like some kind of like chaos between our tribal system, which is very bad. That Obake itself was actually just an AI something somebody created. That should in case we use a Ga language at the airports instead of our Akwaba, why don't we use maybe a Ga? How would it look like? And the person actually shared it on social media. And I am far boy or Bososano. And why is it that, and some people even came out to the extent that, Accra is a gun land, so even if it is Obake, it should be like that.
See, in a way, I think I do agree with them because it's their land, and whatever thing that they have on that land is supposed to be for them. But I believe we have more pressing needs we need to attend to rather than bringing this Obake, Akwaba, Wezo thing. Then even the foreigners who comes Mititui, that is what they say, Mititui. And even when they even go to their country, they say Akwaba. For they themselves, they say Akwaba. So this shouldn't be something that we should be fighting over.
Exactly. It's still Ghanaian language.
Wezo is for Voltarian, so it should be used in
voter. That shouldn't be the case.
It's not really necessary.
Yeah.
And I think one of the common language every ethnic group is very fluent in is the Twi.
Is the Twi.
Yeah.
So the Twi actually unite us as in as much as we have our various dialects we speak.
Yeah.
We are Voltarians. We speak Ewe. Twi is an Ashanti, right?
Yeah.
Akan. So he speaks Akan. Someone is a Northerner. Cham is an Adan, right? So he speaks that. But then when we meet, Twi unite all of us.
Exactly.
That is the common language we can all speak. And when you come and they said Akwaba,
there's
nothing wrong with it.
So I actually think that shouldn't
I don't see anything wrong with it.
It shouldn't be sort of like a big deal. It's still Ghanaian language. If it was a foreign, maybe Spanish, they came to put over there, instead of maybe using Akwaba, they have to use maybe Orevo or something. That would be a big border.
It's normal. See, it's normal to fight for your culture. It's normal to promote your culture, but at this point,
I feel if you don't pay attention to it, it's going to cause division and conflict
even with what
between.
they are saying, the Akwaba portrait for how many years now?
Hey.
So you think it's time
They should forget.
they should change
the
it.
same way we can't change Amagana to Wednesday
Ekiagana.
They
So
should
they will just have to
forget.
accept it like that. Exactly.
People of this land should also notice that they've enjoyed a lot of benefits. Everything is in Accra.
Yeah.
Like Accra is actually the port of the whole country.
The life of the party.
You get it.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for good job to do, it's in Accra. Even if you are Northern region, wherever you are, and you want to do common passport, you still have to come to Accra.
You still have to come.
So you people, your advantage, like you have everything here. So why will you be fighting over something that doesn't make sense? Because we have guns living in Volta region, we have guns living in the Northern region, and we have these people also living here. So if you're saying that we should use what Obake, that's it. Otumfo Asante, he also feels like what people are doing is wrong because your people are there. Fine, you want to use Obake,
Yes.
It's going to bring a lot of things. And then Toby Afredi in the Volta region also feels like what you people are doing is wrong. So yes, so you're fine. Where are we going to as a country? And this is where conflict generates into a massive war in the country. If you don't take petty things like this, we don't take notice of, generate into a war. It will mess up the peace. We are living as one people. Me and my Voltaire eat kenke. I eat shit talk, kenke papa.
It's actually our favorite.
You get it. So you don't. And they also eat akpele with fatiri dechi.
Some people even cherish it more than we the
Yes.
Yeah, so we are one people, whatever language or whatever
Me, I
writing.
feel it's hypocrisy because you are comfortable to use other people's languages. The English we are speaking now, it's never our dialect and can't our dialect. But you are comfortable enough to tell someone welcome. And no, none in some country Bronyins and a welcome, no money be you or you know
colonizing.
So we are one people. As long as it's part of our local languages, I think we should just all embrace it rather than debating why they have to change it, why they have to. And like I mentioned, they've not changed anything at the airport. It's someone that just put it in AI and just wanted to see how it's going to be like, and the person just brought it out. And then all right, thank you for sharing your insightful perspective on that issue. All right, so let's dive into our major news items for this morning. Prove legitimacy by September 1st or lose license. Lands Minister to small-scale miners. The Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Emmanuel Ama Kofi-Boa, has warned that all small-scale mining license holders who fail to provide their legitimacy by 5 p.m. on the 1st September, which is today, will have their license permanently revoked. The directive from the minister follows a review of license conducted by a special committee tasked with auditing existing small-scale mining licenses. In the rigorous exercise, a total of 1,278 licenses were reviewed, out of which 316 were found to be clear of any irregularities. The remaining 962, however, were found with various irregularities, out of which 55 were revoked earlier this year. Following a plea for extension of the initial deadline by the Ghana National Association of Small-Scale Miners, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources obliged and extended the deadline for the end of August 2025. With the expiration of the ultimatum drawing close, the Minister has indicated that all licenses that remained effective by 5 p.m. on the 1st September 2025 will be permanently revoked. This was contained in a statement issued by the License Review Committee of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. Affected license holders are therefore reminded to submit any documentation to prove the legitimacy of their small-scale mining license to the ministry on or before 5 p.m. 1st September 2025. Failure to do so will result in a revocation of their license by the Honorable Minister. And this was portion of the statement that was presented. Yeah, so this has to do with small-scale miners that have licenses. They said, the minister mentioned that he has given the small-scale miners 5 p.m. today, which is 1st September, which is today, to prove their license are genuine, are intact, or risk losing them permanently. So meaning that if you don't come up with your licenses, if you don't come up with it to show that, defend it that indeed is genuine, and then you are mining in a legal manner, if you don't bring it up by 1st September, which is today at 5 p.m., it will be revoked. Mr. Devi, do you think this is actually a way to, chaff the illegal miners, or maybe wrong documentation or licenses of these small-scale miners? Right.
Yeah, it is. I believe, for me personally, I believe we have a lot of small-scale miners who mine illegally. They only have the name small-scale miners, and maybe approved by the government that they mine legally, but behind the scene they mine illegally. And I believe some of these licenses were gotten out of a mischievous way. So with what the land minister is doing, is good. If you know that you are mining legally, and you know your license was actually approved by the right people, or maybe by a government institution in this country, why will you feel, I mean, reluctant to go and defend yourself? Like, imagine, so I have my certificate. Then they call me for an interview that I should come and defend my certificate as a journalist. I should be able to defend it because I went to school for it.
Exactly.
I've written papers on that. I've even done assignments on that. So I have every proof to actually defend myself that this certificate is for me, because we equally have people in this country that use other people's names and their certificates for works. They've arrested someone ago sometime, a teacher. He was using his dead brother's certificate to teach. Yes. So you have people who do that. And it's equal to these small scale miners. Most of them have this license, but they are doing something bad behind the scene which we don't know. And sometimes the license they have is fake. It's not originated. So you coming forward to defend what you have, I think it's very good. And then you let the people clear their doubt that the certificate we are holding, we actually got it through the right means. This is what we are doing. It's good. And I don't know why these people has to waste time till they extend the period to 1st September. It was supposed to end somewhere in August, but I think they were delayed. So they have to just postpone it to today, which is no, today is 2nd. No,
Today is 1st.
Today is 1st. Hey, really? 1st September.
5 p.m.
5 p.m. So this one, if you know that you are doing the right thing, and the license you have is actually gotten, as I said, from the right source or from the right institution, you just go and hand it over. And then see, if you are doing something the right way and someone questions you, getting an answer for the person is very easy. But when you are doing it the wrong way, you are being questioned, you start fumbling because you yourself you don't know what you are saying. You get it? So I believe with this, it's just to clear off people who are not doing the right thing, people who are holding fake licenses and then portraying an image of mining legally. And one thing I want to tell them, that it shouldn't just end there.
It shouldn't just end
after
there.
They've reviewed their license and then they've picked out the people that they feel like these people have the right license and then they are mining legally, there should also be a strict supervision after taking out the chaps.
Yeah.
And after they've taken out the chaps, they should go on ground and ensure that those people are not on ground working. Because sometimes one question is, when you pick up the chaps, what's next? Are they still going back to go and continue with what they are doing? Or after you've picked them out, you revoke their license and then it stops there. They don't go ahead to do what they are doing. Because if you can't defend your license, then it means you have a question mark. So I believe after the chaps have taken out, those chaps, they should just push them out.
Clear them out of the system.
And then ensure that they are not on ground working. And the ones that there should also be strict supervision on them to ensure that they are doing the right thing.
So out of like 1,200 and something, 78 licenses that were reviewed due to a rigorous exercise that was taken by the land ministry. Out of that, 316 had no issues or irregularities. What was the government doing all this while?
And
was it that?
962.
Yeah, that's almost like 75% of irregularities when it comes to licensing, licensing mining document. Yeah, let me put it that way. So what was the government doing all this while?
No,
is it that they
government now, it started from the previous administration.
Okay.
This government just came on board. So if we have someone to question, we should be questioning the previous administration. Because this current government came on board not quite long. So I believe that and now this government is taking it up, because with what they have started is actually painting a picture that they are trying every possible way to get these people out. And they have 962 people mining, and then their license have a lot of irregularities in them, then it means that they are the main cause why we are having a rampant surge in illegal mining. Yes. And what does This is the main reason why we are saying that we should shoot and kill them. It's part. Because it's sad. 962. They are mining with alliances that have a lot of irregularities in them.
Like with issue. Let me say, they don't even have that mandate to even mine at all.
But they are doing it.
Yeah, let's put it.
So who gave them the go ahead?
Who gave them the go ahead? Miss Regina, would you say that this issue maybe could be based on politics, that maybe genuine miners, people that even have their proper, will be even let to go without even mining with their license they have?
I trying to say it's politically influenced.
Yeah, politically influenced.
People who have the real documents will not be allowed to mine.
Will not be allowed to mine.
Oh, I think once you. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In terms of this deadline.
Yeah.
So though, in a way, because they are being politically influenced, they will sack the people who. All right.
Because obviously, if you don't meet the deadline, your license will be like revoked permanently, like automatically, because you didn't heed to instructions.
Okay, so this comes in, should I say, diverse ways. As you are saying, it could be politically influenced, because there have been perceptions that some of these top politicians, not only top politicians, but people who are influential in a way, have a hand in this illegal mining of a thing, and people who do not have the real documents to mine are being, should I say, supported by these people. So, if as a real document holder, I believe that you have the real documents, everything is certified, and you are being sacked wrongfully, that is where you can contact your lawyers. Sometimes some people are being intimidated, so even if they are being sacked, they just go home and cry their own cry, and not bring it on social media, or not see the right people to contact. But I feel that this is the time where we need to make sure that the laws of Ghana are working. And I also believe that these politicians, they have upper hand in all these dealings. That is why we always advocate for this independent bodies. If you're a mining sector, you need to operate independently on your own, without being influenced by any politician, any businessman, or anyone who is well-to-do just because of money. From what I know, these people are being paid well, but it will get to an extent where they would be influenced by money, huge sums of money, and at the end of the day, they wouldn't go according to protocol. So as a real document holder, they said today is the deadline. You know within you that this document you are having is certified, and you are being sacked wrongfully. What's the best thing for you to do? Is to go to the right people and file your complaint. But even those right people you are filing your complaint to, how well do you know that these people are also not being influenced by these politicians? So as Debbie said, this is a time where we need stricter overhaul. And also sanitation. See, they are making sure that this mining people, they sanitize them. Those bringing this operation up also needs to be sanitized. They also need to be sanitized. It shouldn't be a one-sided sanitation.
Yeah,
they should sanitize everyone.
Yeah, that reminds me of a story I read on one of the news portals that has to do with and even I think I saw that on social media as well, that the IGP actually deploy some task force to go into these illegal mining sites and make sure that they do the needful. But they are actually not doing the needful. They're not doing the needful because they are being bribed.
Yes.
Because perhaps you go and then you see the kind of money these people are actually making, and then you've been sent on a mission to go and make sure that you stop these people.
Maybe.
Obviously, you will be influenced. So
yeah, you will.
I think sanitizing these people is equally very important. That you have people who work with integrity and honesty. That in spite of it all, even with the money that they are seeing. As long as I've been told to do this, you gotta do it.
Yeah. See, sometimes I always say we always sit here and talk about corruption. That we need to pay these people very well. See, if someone is greedy, he or she is greedy. Opa, money the Bank of Ghana sikani na. Now, woman, if you send that person on a mission and he or she is being given double of that amount, he or she will disgrace you. So sometimes it all boils down to our mentality, our discipline, and our integrity.
As well. So as professionals, I think we all have the code of conduct. In spite of the money that you see, just for the sake of your reputation, just do what is right. All right, moving on to our next news item. NPP supporters nearly assault Esiedu Nketia at Ernest Kumi's 40-day observance. What started as a solemn observant for the late former Akwetia Member of Parliament, Ernest Kumi, almost turned chaotic moments when the national chairman of the governing National Democratic Congress, Johnson Esiedu Nketia, and his entourage entered the Wenchi Deba grounds to pay homage and commensurate with the bereaved family. Visible angry women and some supporters of the New Patriotic Party attempted to physically assault the NDC chairman and his security detail. The security detail, together with some party members accompanying the NDC national chairman, fiercely resisted the attempt till some personnel from the Ghana Police Service drew closer to provide reinforcement. It took the intervention of the MP for New Durban South, Michael Kofi Otri Befi, NPP National Organizer Henry Nanabuache, and the former Eastern Regional NPP Chairman, Kenston Kisi, to calm their angry supporters and clear the path for Johnson Esiedu Nketia and his people to move where the former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia were seated to pay homage to the former statesman. The Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, Mustafa Gbandi, who described the scene as unfortunate in an interview with Channel 1 News, said going forward, the NDC will revise their notes in their dealings with the NPP. He said, this is worrying, also because in the back of the conversation to ensure violence, look at what they have done at a funeral. We have taken a cue out of it, and we will redefine our relationship going forward into the election. What do you make of this? Don't you think that is even disrespectful to, the dead? Must you do everything with politics? In as much as these people are your opponents, they actually came there just to pay homage. It will also be an issue. When they went there, you are fighting them. So what was the goal? Fighting them, to sack them or what? Or just to assault them? For the video I saw, one woman be the in slippers. So I think the security personnel should have just allowed them do what they wanted to do and arrest all those people and teach them a lesson.
They can still be arrested. When you have a knife and I attempt to stab Debbie with it,
attempt to commit murder.
It's
an attempt to commit murder.
And I would be arrested. Sure. Because the number of years on the
attempt to commit murder.
See, these people attempted to assault General Mosquito,
a government official.
Whole General Mosquito.
Like you get.
Just imagine if he comes to bite you, he'll be the bad person. No.
Exactly.
See, and you know the most shocking aspect of this, people were politicizing this issue.
Exactly.
When I went under the comments, when they did it to Hawakumsi, what did you people say? You people were saying blah blah blah. I was like, hey,
was Hawakumsi dead? Or did it happen under a funeral or maybe a party?
A funeral where you are supposed to pay your last respects to the deceased, and you go there to disgrace yourself. I wouldn't even be surprised if these people are not even family members. Why should you organize a funeral based on politics? Fine. If you are not politicians, no organize a program. No, they've organized paid for everything under the funeral. But that doesn't give you individuals the right to go there and politicize this issue. See, in the first place, what is there to politicize here?
What was even the end goal?
Exactly.
Was he the one that killed him?
I wonder. And what has he
it's
done?
serious, though.
What did he do to warrant this? Because in the history in my mind, I'm not really getting any credible facts to hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
Say, Ebia, General Mosquito, late Mr. Kumi, when he was alive, or Kano, and I saw Yenny say nothing. They just don't want to see NDC politicians there. That is what I feel like. They just don't want to see any of them there. Like, only MPP supporters should be around. But when they said all sympathizers are cordially invited, they didn't say NPP sympathizers.
No, the person is actually a parliamentarian, and they are all in the same space almost every day. In as much as of the party they belong to, they are still friends.
Yeah. See, these people, these women, should bow their head down in shame.
Seriously.
Because me. Oh yeah, do you what I'll do to you?
You collect.
I'll put outdoor to the side and I'll discipline you.
Eish.
Because as a child myself, I wouldn't go to that event and disgrace myself like that.
It would have been a different issue if you would have seen maybe General Mosquito there campaigning. But the person was equally just passing to go and have his seat.
And you wanted to,
Me say, I wish that would have happened so that they will arrest them.
No. They can still arrest them. Attempts. Attempted to do it.
To beat him.
What is our politics actually turning into? Must politics always be about violence?
Politics is a dirty game, yes. But when it comes to these politicians, trust me, they are the best of friends.
Yes.
Behind, they are very best of friends. But some Ghanaians, say, excuse me to say, they don't have anything to do with their time. You you stoop so low to politics to disgrace yourself, to tarnish your family's image, because mind you, you're on social now, you're circulating on social media. Once we pay you show people who hold you in high esteem, show. Say, auntie, mommy, when so sound naughty.
Then you go and embarrass yourself.
No. Even if I'm your friend, I'll distance myself.
Oh, that's very bad. And also during the event, I saw that Afenyo Markin made a statement that the NDC is. So I think this whole thing started with the leaders themselves. Because he made a comment that the NDC is very insensitive, that they left the Tamale seat for them. Why is it that they also didn't leave the Akotia seat for them?
I told you that Tamale seat they actually boycotted themselves was a trick.
Thinking
but for the fact that you have left it doesn't mean I should also follow you and believe
no,
it.
It doesn't.
We are both eating. Then you tell me, say I don't eat again. So I should not eat.
When I know I'm hungry,
I will eat and wipe it.
So in a way, do you think that this whole thing actually boiled down to the leaders of the party?
Oh yes, it does. The way we speak to each other. We've been seeing them here, NDC and MPP communicators.
And they work out together.
But when they get out right now, you see them laughing,
chatting,
and it's nice. But then when they get in here, when it's business.
Yeah.
After business, we can joke, but when it's business, you have to defend your own. And sometimes it's not as if they don't know that what their party is doing is wrong, but you still have to defend it.
You can literally defend without even making any
but that is not
dirty
how
or
we
chances.
See it.
Or
we've made it so obvious to the people that NDC any party papa, MPP any party papa. Or the share NDC member be or baby ultimate Canadian channel.
Look at that.
Also share MPP member be ultimate, but it's wrong. We don't really understand politics. Literates are doing it. Illiterate are doing it. Now you can not even differentiate between these two, because now they are all equally one. Because how can you go and be attacking someone? Okay, fine. When this incident happened, the clash, when Muntala Mohammed died, some MPP people went to his residence. They went to pay their last respect to the family. They did.
Was it politicized?
It wasn't politicized. The MPP went there. They went there to pay their last respect to their family. They organized the funeral. We saw MPP, both MPP, NDC, we saw PPP, we saw CPP. It should tell you that politics is just politics.
It's actually very funny because I saw on TikTok Afenyo Markin and Nato Forsen sitting on the same table eating and chatting.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
Look.
So we do not really understand the term politics.
Politics.
We don't and our leaders has made it so. They've put something into our head that politics, two parties no monka.
Yeah.
That is what they paint out there for you, the people viewing them.
Yes.
But that shouldn't be the case.
It shouldn't be. But we're over.
So what do you think should be done to these supporters and even to the public as well?
They should be arrested. Punishment when it's our hobby. They should be arrested. That is the best thing we can do. We should arrest them. Even if it is 3 weeks, we just show them 3 weeks hard labor.
Because if you arrest them, we are arresting almost everybody at the front.
I feel even our laws,
we are living in a lawless country.
the laws of Ghana should even
Be
also
reviewed.
be reviewed. Because
Reviewed.
if as there's example I cited earlier, if I attempt, I would be arrested. And the people who assaulted Hawa Kunsin were arrested.
They were arrested.
Yes.
So why not also arrest these people?
Yes. You see, and that is why they said if you're having a conversation with someone and even the person tells you, metro.
Exactly.
It's a threat.
It's a threat.
It's a threat.
That is the same way
threat.
if a husband tries to hit the wife goes to report, they arrest
Yeah, metro.
Because as long as you have that thought,
Yes, you
one
will
day
do it.
you will
You'll
do
do
it.
it.
Just imagine General Mosquito wants to take a leisurely walk all by himself and these people meet him. Just imagine
So
what would
assuming
happen.
he didn't go with a security person,
Yeah,
because,
well, Bono.
because obviously it was a funeral.
Yeah.
Oh, I can
Yeah,
go
well,
without
Bono.
these security
Yes,
men and
yes.
And you see, those people, like this politician, it's about time we the people need to understand that they don't have a good motive for us. Because when they meet as colleagues, they talk jovially, but then when they meet the people, they speak different things. You get it?
Yeah.
NDC for no,
So that's literally
you get it?
propaganda
Yes.
just for you
The
to
information they speak
join
to
their
them.
train.
We've normalized it, but it doesn't make you right.
It doesn't make it right.
The fact that we've normalized MPP ba or bashi NDC
NDC
ba
ba,
doesn't
yeah.
make you right. You can deliver your message without any hate speech.
Right.
And I keep hearing Baumia saying incompetent mama.
Till the extent
Yo.
that he said, Momo, they shouldn't be fighting over his destiny. They should rather go and be fighting the current.
You get it. He
And
said that in
see-
his speech
Oh,
on
it's bad,
Thursday.
though. It's bad. Like
That he's not
they
the
are-
one you
They
should
don't
be-
know they are causing harm, but they are causing harm between people in political foes who are supporting them, like supporters. Now when you say yesterday because of money into politics,
Yeah,
you know,
mm.
you bear more so long as after the day you give me a fat envelope, mayo, and I don't care. If you ask me to go and beat, maybe I see you Ketia, you give me billions of cedis. Why not? You will do it, but it's wrong. It's wrong.
It's
That's
wrong.
it's bad though.
It's very bad.
It tarnishes the image of our politics in this country.
Yes.
It is already tarnished. The politics in our country is already tarnished, and
Because
it's not credible anymore.
Yeah,
is it only here in Ghana? Do you see that in other
Oh
countries?
no.
I would say it is only in Ghana.
It
Or
is only
maybe-
in
I
Ghana.
wouldn't say it's not going on in other African countries, but then I feel like Ghana's own is becoming too much.
Too much.
Or maybe perhaps our mentality and how we understand politics.
Our mentality, the way
So I think still awareness and education should go on.
Oh, they be awareness and education, yeah, but still, Nippon, why not against that? Oh yes, it's just like you going out to interview someone. Nippon, why not against it? Me no one kasa.
I mean, Kasa.
So no matter how you convince the person will sometimes say before because you end up like what the woman did
Explaining
to us the other
yourself.
day. The explain the person will be like main kasa.
Yo,
Like it's
Martin.
painful. Nti when you like wafane ho adwen. And so because you any din ba ni team.
So maybe next time when you go, when you say on kasa, mama kasa
May-
pray.
Oh,
When I if I see that he starts showing some kind of signs of behavior, because
You know,
it's
sometimes
kind
there
of
we go. This girl, she really worries me. You punish her, Kasa.
one kasa, then you be like interview the person. And what did this
Like,
to us? When
no,
we went to
sometimes
I just pull her. Masa, let's go.
when Timo made us explain everything, and she was like, into main card there. I was like, let me book her
Into
in.
main card.
And the person we forced to talk to, at the end of the day, she was saying something senseless. Like I said, we have to delete it because I can't figure anything she's saying. So you see, people what funny one drink.
Yeah, so it's our mindset, and how we understand what
you know. One thing that these politicians are using to get us, they've already twisted our mindset.
Yeah.
So no matter what, anything that Abu say maybe you're too much MPP, you're too much NDC. Automatically over the MPP party.
Yeah.
I don't know why it is like that.
True,
automatically over the MPP. Automatically over the NDC.
True.
You get it, but it's wrong.
I think people should vote for any political party or anybody they want. Maybe based on could be sentiments, the policies they are bringing up.
We don't check it. They're them policies.
We don't.
We don't.
I remember during the last election, my brother said he's going to vote for MPP. He automatically said that he's now an MPP. See, my mom and dad didn't let him rest. They gave it to me. Why? That was the time that Nanado was also bringing the free SHS. So he was in support of that policy, but we were doing it based on
free SHS really pulled people to the party.
Yeah,
it was a good initiative.
It is.
But someone can almost say no.
Yeah.
It was a good initiative they brought on board.
Yeah, so let's do our politics well. As supporters of any political party we find ourselves in, let's do our politics very well.
The issue is it is the literature who are supposed to correct this, but it's the more.
It's hard.
What's in the case?
It's hard. It's going to take us longer years for us to learn how to do things the right way when it comes to dealing with politics. All right, that was an interesting conversation on the news headline review. Up next, we have the beach.
Welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. So, Dr. Justice Yankson, a former vice president of the Ghana Medical Association, has called on the media to take a strong, principled stance to protect the integrity and peace of Ghana during politically tense period. So Dr. Yankson urged journalists to prioritize national interests over political affiliations. He emphasized that the media holds a critical responsibility to prevent negative political narratives from derailing the country's stability, drawing on lessons from other nations where the media's action have contributed to negative outcomes. He called on journalists to stop amplifying unsubstantiated and biased allegations that are designed to stir up emotions and disunity. He noted that the emerging trend of MPP media and NDC media in the country's journalistic landscape, a development he believes undermines media objectivity. He warns that this political polarization could lead to dire consequences that will affect Ghanaians regardless of their political lineage. So we know basically that the media hope to present without bias. They are supposed to be fair in their dealings regardless. And I was taught that as a media personnel, you're supposed to be fair, and then you're not supposed to show off your political colors. No media personnel, no journalist can tell me that you don't have a party you are into, but then you don't have to show it. And Dr. Jackson is saying that sometimes the media will oversay certain things, we over-polish issues, and then we end up spoiling the whole issues. And he also made claims that there's political parties bringing on board we have a lot of political parties today that have a media house. MPP, we know stations that we can actually point to be an MPP station. We know of a station that we can actually point to say that this station belongs to the NDC. But in as much as it's affiliated to a particular political party, you're supposed to do your job or do your work fairly. That is right. He's equally right. But you see, with the media, so long as you bring out the issue, we are supposed to talk about it. It is correct that we are supposed to be fair And I know that some media houses are not doing their best, because we have media houses that you can actually listen to them talk, and then you can tell yourself that these people are talking without fact. They are only there for the money. For example, when this clash issue happened, they said they came across a black box, and they said, oh, they've called some people outside the country to look into it. And then immediately they made that information, or they create the awareness of us that something like this is going on. Within a second, I saw a media house which came on board telling us what was in that box. And I was asking myself, how? Because they didn't even state what was in it. So how did you get that? And the person was not even to back her claims. So I asked myself, look at this. So some media houses are actually in for the money, which is not supposed to be so. They're supposed to be fair in your dealings. But what he's saying that we over-polish the issues, assembly bar, sometimes it's right, but some of the issues, we are supposed to keep on hitting on them. The media is a watchdog. And what is the role of a watchdog? As a watchdog, you're supposed to watch over whatever the person is doing. Whatever the person comes out to lay on board, you take note of it. And then you ensure that the person fulfills it. So, okay, fine, when you are coming into power, you said you'll be doing this and that and that and that. The media has taken note. You are in power for a year. You didn't do it. You are in power for 2 years. You still didn't do it. And then you expect us to keep quiet. No. We are supposed to be referring you back. You said you would do this. Why didn't you do it? You said you complete this. Why didn't you complete it? What is delaying you? You need to talk to us. And that is why they call us the watchdogs. Because we watch over whatever you say. We are supposed to hold you accountable for your words. And so with that, we are not going to sleep over it. We will keep hitting hard on you. And like we have a lot of sensitive issues that the media cannot keep quiet on it. Like what is happening recently with the nursing staffs and a whole lot of issues, embezzlement of public funds, corruption, issues like this. We are supposed to say it. Because that money that has been kept into the pocket of one person, it is the money of a taxpayer. That money is supposed to be used into a developmental project for the country. And then one person embezzled it. We are supposed to talk about it and let them do the right thing. And I know we have media houses that do not do this. You know, sometimes I listen to some media houses, then I laugh. Because you can actually tell that this person, he or she has been paid. This person, he or she has been paid. Everyone knows that this is wrong. And then you come out and then you're saying that it's right. I mean, how do you want us to hail this issue? Do you want us to say, oh, yes, you are doing what, so continue? No. And trust me, some media houses are making the work so difficult for genuine media houses that are walking in the right path. They are making the work so difficult for them. They are. And it's true. Of late, we have a lot of NPP stations. We have a lot of NDC stations. We have a lot of them. I mean, now they've arrested one person. They've released him, but they've adjourned the case again. We have a lot of them. And sometimes you listen to them and you can actually know that what this person is saying is being influenced by a political party. We know it, but it's not supposed to be so. That is it. It's not supposed to be so. We are supposed to do the right thing, but we are not doing it. So I believe since no one is above the law, if you're a media person and you say something that is not so, and then you, the listener, who is the judge, you feel like what this person is saying is not the right thing to do, and then you have your facts to back whatever the person is saying, you think you can challenge the person in court, why not? And you see, the media is so powerful that the media can make and unmake a country. The media can contribute to the success of the country, and the media can also contribute to the destruction of a country. It is true the media will get to know a lot of things. Muhammad traveled to Singapore and Japan without the media, no one knows. Even if the information is about is spread within his appointees, and there is no media to send it out to the people that the government or the president went to Singapore for a collaboration to invest, for investment, and also to promote this country in terms of our investment, in terms of our business. How will you know? So with this, the media is actually helping us to know that this is what is going on, and it's going to help us. And the media can also cause a whole lot of distraction, like you giving a false information. And that is why the Minister of Communication comes in. If you feel like a media house is saying something that they are not supposed to say, or they are doing the wrong thing, then you take them on. That is why we have you. That is your work. You take them on. And I feel like it is because most of these people are not being passed through the law. They don't really pass through the law, or there is no punishment for these people. And so everyone feels like, yeah, it's right, I can say anything at all, and then my media house will back me. But that is not it. One, you've lost your credibility. Two, you've lost your competence. And three, you've lost your respect. No one will respect you, because everyone knows that you're affiliated to this, you're affiliated to that. And so no matter what, they will still not do the right thing. And that is not how it's supposed to be. Imagine the media is doing the right thing. It will be very easy to fish those people out. But even if you fish them out, and they are affiliated to a party, and that party is in power, do you think they're going to be dealt with? And that is when we have to stand by the law and ensure that people who do not do their work as professional journalists needs to be taken on and make them to face the law as it is. That is to serve as a deterrent, shut down stations. And that is the best way we can solve this issue. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Grill.
Thank you so much, Miss Debbie. Today in history with Miss Regina Bless.
Today in history, Nazi Germany invaded Poland on this day 1939, and is widely recognized as this event that began World War II in Europe. This act of aggression prompted Great Britain and France to declare war on Germany 2 days later, and the conflict escalated into the global war that lasted for nearly 6 years. Muammar Gaddafi became the de facto leader of Libya on this day 1969 after leading a group of Libyan army officers against King Idris I in a bloodless coup d'etat. When Idris was in Turkey for medical treatment, the Revolutionary Command Council headed by Gaddafi abolished the monarchy and the constitution and established the Libyan Arab Republican with the motto unity, freedom, and socialism. A Soviet jet fighter shot down Korean Airlines Flight 007. On this day 1983, after it strayed into Soviet airspace due to a navigation error, resulting in the death of all 269 passengers and crew aboard the Boeing 747. The incident escalated Cold War tensions, and the U.S. eventually made GPS technology originally for militia. Eritrean War of Independence begins. The newly formed Eritrean Liberation Front, under the leadership of Hamid Idris, began an armed struggle for Eritrean independence against Ethiopia. This war, which would last for 30 years, was the longest military independence struggle in modern African history. In the course of the struggle, 60 to 8,000 Eritreans died. A similar number were permanently disabled. Approximately 50,000 children were orphaned, and close to 500,000 became refugees in this nation of 3 million people. The Eritrean agricultural and economic productivity was seriously damaged, and they suffered through a massive famine. The wreck of the RMS Titanic was discovered in the North Atlantic on this day in 1985 by a joint American-French expedition led by Dr. Robert Ballard of the U.S., Woods, Oceanographic Institution, and Jean-Louis Michel of France, Ifreme. The expedition was a joint operation that used advanced sonar and video technology, and the discovery was a significant breakthrough in deep-sea exploration, though it also served as a cover for a secret U.S. Navy mission to locate lost nuclear submarines. Looking at some observances, World Letter Writing Day is celebrated to promote the timeless tradition of handwritten letters and encourage personal connection through snail mail. The day encourages people to step away from screens, put pen to paper, and share thoughts and feelings with loved ones in a meaningful way. Lastly, Ginger Cat Appreciation Day. Ginger cats, known as orange cats, known for their unique fiery coats, playful personalities, and affectionate nature. It also raises awareness about cat adoption, encouraging people to open their homes to shelter cats, especially ginger ones. And that's all for today on Today in History and some observances, live on Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much, Miss Regina Bless, for Today in History and some observances of the day. All right, and this is where we leave you for the first segment of the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. We'll be coming your way shortly with the main discussion. Please stick and stay with us.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, I'm Mr. Level Bam. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry bro. Our Ghana Talks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're going to talk about our culture, our history. Matuni ding setete abako sem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say it. No artists go join me in the studio. We're going to discuss about music and business. Or you singer and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fi spit fire now. Listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio and yes say then our day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app no. Our Play Store and the App Store. Na tune in yes say this what you see baba live on Facebook, go Intakra, any Ghana Talks Radio page and so now listen. Ebe your fire. 1 year, Konya, Wading, Jajan.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries.
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare.
Regina Bless.
Deborah Adoso.
And I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
morning and welcome to the morning news on Ghana Talks Radio. Coming up, police investigate deadly clashes in Sotom and Anya. National Commission of Small Arms calls for immediate ban on firearms at traditional celebrations. Media Coalition applauds revocation of LI 2462 in Galamsey battles. NPP raises alarm over infiltration by fake police officers. Kwanta North confirmed first case of Mpox. These and many more coming up your way shortly. Do stay with us. The Accra Regional Police Command has launched an investigation into violent clashes that occurred during the climax of the Homowo Festival at Anya on Saturday, August 30th. According to a press release signed by Superintendent Juliana Obin, Head of Public Affairs for the Accra region, the violence reportedly began during the traditional sprinkling of Pokwe, the ceremonial food of the festival. A misunderstanding between supporters of two rivals chiefs led to an exchange of gunfire, throwing the celebration into chaos. 3 people have been confirmed dead. Their bodies have been taken to the police hospital mortuary for preservation and autopsy. 4 others sustained injuries. The injured are receiving care at medical facilities, including Kolebu Teaching Hospital and Ridge Hospital. In response to the arrest, the police have deployed more officers to restore calm and ensure police safety. Intelligence-led operations are underway to identify and arrest all individuals involved in the violence. The police command has issued a strong warning to traditional leaders and their supporters, urging them to strictly adhere to agreed security arrangements to prevent further disturbances. In related news, the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons has expressed deep concern over violent clashes during the Pokwe sprinkling ceremony at Teshi. The clashes claimed 2 lives and left several others injured. In a statement, the Commission extended condolences to the bereaved family and the people of the Teshi traditional area while wishing the injured a speedy recovery. National Commission on Small Arms described the tragedy as another painful reminder of the recurring violence linked to firearm misuse at social and cultural events. It cited the accidental shooting of a Queen Mother at her installation ceremony and the near loss of sight. The Commission strongly condemned the open display and use of firearm, while noting that an arms bill has been submitted to the Interior Minister to tighten firearm regulations. The Commission stressed that an urgent ban is necessary to protect communities and prevent further bloodshed. National Commission of Small Arms further pledged to continue working with traditional authorities, communities, civil society, and security agencies to raise awareness about the dangers of gun misuse. The Commission appealed to citizens to respect the sanctity of life and to embrace non-violent ways of resolving disputes, emphasizing that Ghana's rich cultural heritage must not be overshadowed by gun violence. The Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining has commended the Minister of Environment for initiating steps to revoke legislative instrument 2462, which permits mining in forest reserves. On August 29th, the Acting Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, Manuel Amakofi-Boa, wrote to the Office of the Attorney General for the formal and immediate revocation of legislative instrument 2462 and its amended version LI 2501. The decisive legislative action is a cornerstone of government's enhanced strategy to combat the menace of illegal mining, which has caused severe environmental degradation across the country. The move, according to the coalition, is a crucial step towards strengthening Ghana's legal framework against illegal mining. In an interview, the coalition's convener Ashagbe urged the Attorney General to act swiftly to complete the recall process. This is a positive step, and we hope the Attorney General will move quickly to make this revocation a reality, he said. Mr. Ashigbe, however, raised concern over the Inspector General of Police's recent decision to withdraw the special task force that had been enforcing environmental regulation in mining communities. He argued that rather than withdrawing, the police should collaborate closely with the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, since many metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives have failed to effectively combat the menace. That should not, however, be the reason to withdraw the police team. No more should instead be resourced with the logistics needed to carry out their mandate, he said. Land Minister writes to Attorney General for immediate revocation of LI 2462. In other news, the national youth organizer of the New Patriotic Party, Salam Mustafa, has cautioned of possible infiltration in Tuesday's Akotia by-election, alleging that unidentified individuals may attempt to impersonate police officers. In an interview, he said the party had received intelligence that some persons allegedly from the Greater Accra and Ashanti region plan to wear police uniforms and engage in unlawful activities on the election day. Security goes beyond just men in uniform. I have had cause to put out today some of the things we are picking up that we think the police should put on top of their brief, that some hoodlums from Greater Accra, Ashanti region are prepared to adorn police uniforms and embark on nefarious operations. That has come to our attention. We are putting that to the police, he said. He further urged the Ghana Police Service to ensure that officers deployed for the post wear identifiable name tags and avoid covering their faces. Mustafa stressed that the police must act swiftly to prevent infiltration and guarantee a peaceful and credible electoral process. The Akotia by-election is scheduled for Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025. The Ministry of Health has announced a 20% reduction in admission fees for first-year students enrolling in nursing and allied health training institutions for the 2025-2026 academic year. The move comes as part of the government's new no-fee stress policy, a national initiative aimed at easing the financial burden on tertiary students and their families. In a press release signed by Deputy Director and Ministry spokesperson for Tony Goodman, the ministry stated that the government has absorbed about half of the approved fees for all eligible students beginning their training this academic year. The ministry also directed all nursing and allied health training institutions to strictly comply with the approved fees and listed items as communicated. Institutions are not permitted to charge above the approved amount and request payment for items covered under the policy. Principals who fail to comply with this directive do so at their own risk, the ministry warned. Heads of institutions have been instructed to begin necessary process for admitting students for the 2025-2026 academic year in line with the new policy. The ministry reaffirmed its commitment to ensuring equitable access to health training education and safeguarding the welfare of students. The Nkwanta North District in the Oti region has confirmed its first case of monkeypox, a viral disease that has raised global health concern. This confirmation comes as the world continues to grapple with a surge in cases. District Health Director for Nkwanta North, Eric Kojo, made the announcement during a brief press with GhanaTalks Radio aimed at keeping the public informed and addressing potential fears surrounding the outbreak. He explained that monkeypox is a zoonotic viral infection that can be transmitted from animals to humans and spread between humans. The confirmed case involved an individual who traveled from Accra Konkomba Market to exhibited symptoms consistent with virus, prompting immediate medical attention. After a thorough assessment and testing, health officials verified the diagnosis of mpox. The district health director emphasized the need of public awareness regarding the transmission of symptoms of monkeypox, encouraging individuals to seek medical attention if they experience any unusual symptoms. Isaiah Dodo, the district chief executive for Nkwanta North, stressed the need for community awareness and cooperation in managing the outbreak. He urged residents to remain vigilant and to report any unusual symptoms to health authorities promptly. The DC disclosed that health officials have initiated contact tracing for individuals who may have been in close contact with a confirmed case. They are also conducting public health education campaign to inform the community about the symptoms of monkeypox and the need of hygiene practices to reduce transmission risk. The Nkwanta North District Health Directorate is committed to monitoring the situation closely and providing regular updates to the public. As global health challenges persist, local authorities urge residents to stay informed and proactive in safeguarding their health. In business, state-owned enterprises recorded strong revenue growth in the 2024 financial year, with total earnings climbing 28.3% to 133.68 billion, up from 104.19 billion in 2023. The performance, according to the 2024 State Ownership Report, was largely driven by robust expansion in the energy subsector, which posted 38.98% growth, and financial and allied services, which surged by 49.52%. The sector also showed signs of operational recovery, with profits before interest and tax improving sharply to 1.57 billion in 2024, compared with 376.93 million in 2023 and a loss of 9.62 billion in 2022. However, mounting finance costs weighed heavily on the bottom line. The SOE sector ended 2024 with a net loss of 9.67 billion, wider than the 7.14 billion shortfall recorded in 2023. Excessive finance charges totaling 9.39 billion wiped out all operational gains. On the balance sheet side, total SOE assets expanded by 22.52% to 395.20 billion, with ECG, VRA and GNPC leading contribution. Liabilities, however, rose faster at 24.20% to 281.94 billion, with the Electricity Company of Ghana alone accounting for 71 billion. In a positive development, 3 SOEs, Ghana Reinsurance Company, TDC Company and State Housing Company, paid a combined dividend of 29.36 million to the government in 2024, representing a 78.9% increase from the previous year. Notably, the State Housing Company paid dividends for the first time in 3 decades. Ghana has secured stable freight rates for its cocoa exports for the 2025-2026 crop season after high-level negotiations with major global shipping lines in France. The talks, which brought together the Ghana Shippers Authority, the Cocoa Marketing Company, and 20 international carriers, are expected to safeguard the country's export competition at a time of rising global shipping costs and geopolitical uncertainty. Under the agreement, shipments to the United Kingdom will cost 32 per ton, Northern Europe will pay 56.72 per ton, and Brazil will be charged $122.05 per ton. Long-haul destinations such as Japan were fixed at $111.39 per ton. All rates include banker adjustment factors, and the payment will be made in US dollars at exchange rates on the date of shipment. The cocoa price negotiations held annually have become central to Ghana's cocoa value chain by providing predictability for shippers and stability for carriers. Chief Executive of the GSA, Professor Ransford Jampo, described the forum as a strategic space for dialogue and partnership. He further noted that the new agreement comes at a time of considerable change in the maritime industry. These facilities, together with ongoing automation and the 24-hour port policy, will cut costs, improve turnaround times, and make Ghana's cocoa trade more competitive. Beyond freight charges, Ghana is pushing aggressively into port modernization and logistics. The second phase of the terminal at Tema is fully integrated. Major upgrades have been completed at Takrady. Professor Jampo also highlighted digitalization and sustainability as critical to the sector's future. On environmental sustainability, he stressed it was a non-negotiable pillar, pointing to Ghana's cocoa traceability system and the International Maritime Organization's green shipping strategy as evidence of alignment. For a country that earns more than 70% of its foreign exchange from cocoa, the freight costs are far from routine. The 2025-2026 agreement provides exporters with clarity, secures revenue for government, and keeps Ghana's competition against rivals in Côte d'Ivoire in the global market. In sports, Asante Kotoko head coach Abdul Karim Zito has blamed his club's terrible run in the Galka Top 4 competition on the bad timing of the tournament. He said this after leading Kotoko to beat Bibiani Gold Stars 1-0 at the Dance Park in Bibiani and clinch the Champion of Champions Cup. In the process, Kotoko got the revenge against Gold Stars after losing 2-1 to last season Ghana Premier League champions. In the Galka Top 4, Kotoko ended the tournament without a win. However, new signing Mustafa Hamzata's tap and right on the goal line was enough to give Zito his second major trophy in his latest coaching stint with the club. Kotoko played the Galka Top 4 days after winning the Toyota Cup in South Africa and the President's Cup. The Galka Top 4, the timing was bad. I was not expecting something too good for my boys. The last match we played against Accra Heart of Oak, the second half you could see that my boys were now picking up, he said. Kotoko opened the 2025-2026 Ghana League season against Brekum Chelsea on September 12. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta is looking for ways to get his team to win big games after losing to Liverpool in the biggest game in the third week of the 2025-2026 English Premier League season. The Gunners lost 1-0 to Liverpool at Anfield, with the winner coming in the 83rd minute courtesy a stunning strike for Dominic. The loss is Arsenal's first of the campaign after bagging wins without conceding a goal against Manchester United. Speaking after the game that had defender William Saliba exit in the first 5 minutes to an ankle injury, the Spaniard believed only a mistake and a wonder strike was bound to settle the tight game. It was going to be decided by an individual error. You cannot dominate here for 90 minutes. It is impossible. At the end of the game, I said, we have to find a way to win these big matches. We have to put the ball in the back of the net if you want to win the game, he said. In showbiz, Ni Kwade Intre, a cultural activist and storyteller at the Gang Mancha Palace, has explained the meaning of the gang greeting Obake, which some Gang people are demanding to see on national signages. He said the word, contrary to claims by some people, has always existed. Ni described the word as exotic because it is not often used. Everyday language uses the basic Gang, but within the circles of traditional leaders and elders, they still use it. He added that in daily speech, Gans usually say Atu. The explanation comes after some Gan people raised concern that their language had been excluded from signages on national infrastructure located on Ghan land. They argued that Accra and Ewe greetings on the welcome signage at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park and Accra should be replaced with Ghan inscription. A few days after the agitation, the inscription was changed. Their campaign was extended to the Kotoka International Airport, where they demanded that the word Akwaba be replaced. Images circulating online, believed to be AI generated, show their airport signage altered to reflect the Ghan greeting. All the reports indicate that the original Akwaba signage remains unchanged. The controversy has reignited conversations about the pressure on Ghan culture, given Accra's cosmopolitan character and its status as Ghana's capital city. And that is how we wrap up on the morning news broadcast. Do want to log on to all streaming platforms at GhanaTalks Radio, as well as logging on to www.GhanaTalksRadio.com for more detailed information. I am Deborah Dawes, so do have a good morning.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, I'm level band. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry bro. Our GhanaTalks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're gonna talk about our culture, our history. Matuni ding setete abako sem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say it. No artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fi spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our GhanaTalks Radio and yes say then our day. Me say download the GhanaTalks Radio app no our Play Store and the App Store. Na tune in yes say this what you see baba live on Facebook, go Instagram, any GhanaTalks Radio page and so now listen. E be your fire. 1 year, Konya, wading. Jajan.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with GhanaTalks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With GhanaTalks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. GhanaTalks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. GhanaTalks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
This is GhanaTalks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
Good morning once again, and you are welcome to the GhanaTalks Breakfast Show right here on GhanaTalks Radio. Yes, I told you you'd be seeing me again, and yes, I am here again. And I guess you would be expecting to see Omari, but today I had to wear Omari's shoe, so I'll be sitting in for Omari because he has other engagements he needs to take care of. Well, you are welcome to the main discussion of the GhanaTalks Breakfast Show right here on GhanaTalks Radio. On the main discussion, we actually come up with or bring in knowledgeable panelists from various entities, expertise, like Nkofona, like Ejumana, Eyomodiano, like you get it. Because obviously we can't speak for these people. We need to get an insider at least to come and share with us what is happening, share their informed perspectives on and opinions on national issues that matter to you every morning right here on the GhanaTalks Radio. And we are fortunate enough to have the NPP youth communicator in the person of Abdul Razak, right? Good. Yeah. I'm not really good at catching names, but I think I got it right. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Oh, I can see you're doing fine.
I'm doing very well.
Yeah.
Except that the system is being unstable, so a lot of things are going well.
Oh, what is making a system unstable?
The promises or the lofty promises of the NDC that got them into power has left the country in a state of melancholy, the state of bizarre, the state of uncertainty, the state of insecurity.
Oh my God!
So we are experiencing what we call security blackout.
When you say security blackouts, what do you mean by
security blackout in the sense that no day passes these days without we being or we hearing incidents of deaths, incidents of people being killed, and a whole lot of insecurity in the system.
But would you say that the government is to blame for this, or we the people ourselves?
Exactly, the government is to blame for it.
But do you think the individuals are equally playing a role in this?
Individuals might be playing a role, but government has a responsibility to protect people, protect lives and properties.
Okay.
And so what we are seeing now is a failure on the aspect of government. Because if you look at what happens during the Akufo-Addo's regime, security-wise, we're better.
Oh, you think so?
I think so.
Even during the elections?
Yes. Dampare has always been good. He's I think, one of the best IGP we've had so far. So I think security-wise, this government has failed so far. And I'm hoping that going forward, they take, concrete measures to ensure that security is ensured in this country.
Right.
Ghana is a place of peace where everybody loves the peace we enjoy in Ghana. It is not now that our neighbors will have to run to Cote d'Ivoire to seek refuge. That is unfortunate.
But is that what is happening right now?
Yes, that's what's happening.
Oh, really?
Yes. Maybe unless you're not on the news. I have all the videos of those instances.
How come it's you that you have the
I have it, actually. I have it. People are running to Cote d'Ivoire to seek for refuge. Ghana, even today, Global Peace Index, they brought out a recent survey. And the position of Ghana in Africa in terms of peace, we're around third, or we're on third position or so. Today we're on the seventh position.
Oh, really?
In the whole world, we're on 54th position. Today, we're on 67th position. So that should tell you the level of insecurity we have in the country. It is not something we should be joking about. We should be, seated and fold our hands and not talk about. I enjoy all the media houses to come together to,
advocate for
security, enforcement. Because IGP Yehono has performed poorly.
When you say he has performed poorly, in terms of what? In
terms of security. I mean, he's supposed to protect lives and properties in the country, and that's why he's the IGP.
And you think he's not doing that?
He's not doing that, actually. Not doing that at all. Look at
what
happened at
you are not satisfied, or he's not doing that at all?
He's not doing it. What I see from where I sit, he's not doing anything. From the incident in Ablekuma North, what we saw was that the police that were deployed to ensure security in the area, you could see that while the incident was going on, they were calm. Those that are supposed to ensure security were calm. They didn't do anything. They were just standing unconcerned. And it was as if they had a prior briefing before coming to the place that any incident that happens over there, they will not take part, or they will not, take measures to ensure security is ensured in the area.
Sorry not to cut you. If that was the case, then I don't think they should have been there in the first place.
Yes, exactly. Because you are supposed to ensure security, so you can't be there and you see thugs coming to assault people, and you are just standing there doing nothing. Police that is supposed to ensure protection of lives and property.
You saw them doing nothing.
They weren't doing anything. Instead, they were attacking the media guys.
Okay.
Joy News, presenter, or what do I call, or how do I,
No, I think the Joy News presenter, if I'm right, was actually attacked by a tag, but not by
a policeman.
And I also saw another.
No. He was attacked by a policeman, and even to the extent that policeman was suspended.
Yeah.
So what we are saying is that IGP is trying to be he's already a political appointee, but you have a duty or responsibility to act in the interest of the country, irrespective of the fact that you have been appointed by a political, you came through a political party. You are supposed to, and you have that responsibility, that obligation also is on you to ensure that there is security. So this is what we are saying, and that's why you see the Ablekmanot issue, Akotia issue. The NPP, we are saying that, look, IGP, do not bring policemen who will mask up their face and come and we don't know them. No, that's not what we are looking for. Bring policemen, they will have their name tag on their shirts. They would have their face open. We know these are the policemen. Look at what happened in Honorable Ntim Fojo's house. You bring men holding AK-47 mask up to come and arrest him. Now, imagine this situation. I come out of my house and I see people mask up with AK-47. An ordinary person would think that, look, I have been attacked. Somebody is coming to attack me. Now, if I have a gun on me, a licensed gun on me, and then I shoot and kill somebody, at the end of the day, they will take me to court and convict me for murder. You understand? So we are saying that let's do what is supposed to be done properly.
Yeah.
It is not now that because you just won power, you want to use political power to intimidate people. No. Let's do it the right way as it's supposed to be done.
Okay.
He has performed poorly.
The
I don't
IGP.
want to massage the issue. He has performed poorly. That one is a fact.
Okay.
Yes.
So according to the statistics you just gave, that previously Ghana was known as the third peaceful country.
Yes.
And then it dropped to seventh to the seventh
in
position.
Africa.
And we are now at the
67th in the world.
67th in the world.
Yes.
But you see, before something will drop down drastically, it's a gradual process.
Yes, it is.
And these people have been in power for how many months? For 8 months, if I'm not wrong.
9 months. We are in the 9th month.
Oh, okay.
The survey was conducted between January to now.
January.
Yes, so you can say that it is precisely for this regime,
and not from the previous administration. Miss Regina, good morning.
Good morning.
You are back again.
Yeah.
So I asked Razak, how are you? And he was already bashing us.
Okay.
Already bashing the
I heard that.
the new administration. Do you agree with him in some terms that we are facing a security crisis in the country?
Security crisis.
Yes, security crisis, as he said.
So as it stands now, I would call myself an independent candidate.
Of course, independent.
Yeah, independent
so that nobody comes for you.
No one can.
I'll
come
protect
for
you.
me.
I'll
Yeah.
protect you.
So looking at the past administration, when we
Right.
talk about security crisis, I think the past administration should be labeled as such because please don't bash me. Relax for me.
I'm relaxed.
Okay, let's have
I
it.
remember from what I know, as citizens, we have the right to demonstrate. And once we demonstrate peacefully, I don't see the reason why we need to be arrested. Looking at past President Akufo-Addo's time, a lot of people were arrested. Activists and common citizens were arrested.
And even people
detained.
just going on demonstrations.
Yes. And you are saying security crisis in this administration. I believe the security crisis is talking about when you do the wrong thing, then they will arrest you. And I'm a boy.
No, this is not the security crisis I'm talking about.
So which security crisis are you talking about?
I'm talking about the security crisis in the sense that
Like
today,
people are not being
you see
protected.
people open up fire against one another. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Okay.
People open up fire, shooting guns against one another and killing each other. And police are not doing anything. I am not sure this incident has happened
Well,
in the last 8 years. of
I'm
Akufo-Addo's
not
government.
cutting you, but which incidents have you seen that it has happened?
There's a conflict in Boli, John Dramani Mohammed's hometown, where people are shooting against one another, shooting at each other, killing one another. This is a security issue.
So what of the Boku issue?
The Boku issue.
It was.
Even
it also
if
happened during.
Exactly. But the point I'm making is that you look at the Boku incident, and you see, one thing we should all come to understanding, a common understanding with, is the fact that we politicize the issue in Boku. Why did I say this? We have President John Dramani Mahama, who went to tell them that anytime NDC is in power, Boku is always peaceful. I'm sure you've seen that video. That anytime NDC is in power, Boku is always peaceful. And so he's appealing to the people, begging the people to bring them to power, and there will be peace in Boku. Today, is there peace in Boku? No. The incident in Boku has escalated.
They are still solving that.
Yeah, and I think that the security personnel was like
Akufo-Addo wasn't solving it.
What was?
No, but I'm not trying to take sides here.
Worse.
I'm not trying to take sides here, but based on my observation, during the previous administration, I didn't really get to see like any strategies or maybe any action that the previous governments put in place.
But the issue now that Asante Hine is working on, it started in Akufo-Addo's regime. It's not NDC that started it.
The
arbitration process. Yes. It started.
And we never heard. Did you hear of it?
We never heard.
I just heard of it.
Oh no.
But the truth of the matter is that it started in NPP's regime.
So how?
Yes, NPP negotiated that. Yes.
So how come we were now getting to hear of it in the new administration?
Because he had not taken measures. Because when the issue came, he had to travel out of the country because of this particular Boku issue. And the main reason for the travel was to get enough data or enough information as to how to mediate the process. That's why Asante Hine left the country. You can inquire on that. He left the country, and after the time, nobody knew about it. The only time you got to know about this issue is when he came back, and then he's inviting the various groups to see a middle ground for it. That's how you got to know that he's carrying out an arbitration process in this matter. But the process and the truth of the matter is that it started in Akufo-Addo's era. And I can tell you that NDC, with regards to Boku, has not done anything.
Oh,
nothing.
You think so?
No. When IGP Yohano went there, what did he tell them? That they should put down their guns and when they are recruiting, they will offer them an opportunity, or they will give them opportunity to be recruited into the service. Now, let's look at this matter. There's a problem in Boku. Do you think the problem in Boku is because of lack of unemployment? No. So if you want to solve a problem, one thing you must do, identify the problem. So clearly, IGP lacks the understanding of what is happening in Boku.
But we saw them engaging with the chiefs.
Yes, and I'm saying that he went to tell them that they should put down their guns, and that when they are recruiting, they would consider them recruitment. And even with that, he said it to one side of the divide. You understand the issue? You said it to one side of the... So what about the other side of the divide? I don't really want to talk much on this Boku issue. But because of its security nature and the impact it has in the in the system, I just want to emphasize on the point that Yohonu is not doing anything. IGP Yohonu is not doing anything.
He's not doing anything.
Not at all. Yes.
Mr. Brimer.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, how was the weekend for you?
By His grace.
Oh, by His grace.
Well.
It went on well.
Yes, please.
I hope you heard the argument your brother was making.
Yes.
Now, what do you have to say with regards to that?
I think it's unfortunate that the MPP always think that when they are when they are out of power, they have the knowledge on how to solve all issues. But when given power, they are unable to do that. My brother is sitting here telling us that IGP hasn't done anything, and it doesn't seem to have a grip of the issues. But we had an IGP Dampare who undoubtedly they touted as one of the best IGPs in Ghana. He has left office. Is the issue still being resolved? No. He hasn't been able to even solve it as one of the best IGPs people claim he was.
He was.
You understand? And in conflict resolution, there are so many ways in solving conflicts.
Exactly.
You understand? You can take, coercion, persuasiveness. It's not everything that you must use force.
Force, exactly.
You understand? In as much as you may sit here to claim that it's not because of unemployment, you do not have figures, you don't have evidence to back that. Do you work in the office of the IGP to determine that if it's because of unemployment or not? Although the issue we know is about tribal issues. You understand? Those issues. But I don't know if they know. If you have something doing, if you know that you have to go to work to go and bring something on the table for your kids, your wives, your brothers and sisters, you will not sit down to take a gun to go and kill a fellow person because of a tribal issue. You will not sit down to go out and be waiting for something to happen, then you are shooting a gun. If you have purpose, many of the young people, I don't think that even if there are issues, there are ways of approaching it. They will have to speak to each other. You will have to, identify that both of you are brothers. Just that you are just divided by different tribes and you speak different languages. But at the end of the day, if you're able to identify you are one people as a nation, the things that you have been doing will help the nation also develop in terms of getting employment issues. If this is what the IGP seems that's the right way to go about, and since then, though it has not been resolved, but at least we had some calm then before we had another uproar over there again. Yeah. So at least gradually, it's a long-lasting issue, and now it has to take Asante to come in and all that. It is sad that we have come to politicize it, and it's like every regime that comes in, there is politics about it. It's unfortunate that it has come to that, but I don't know. Let us speak. In terms of persuasiveness, to persuade them, to coerce the people to get to know that I don't know, the person you are killing is just like a brother to you.
It's just like a brother.
And when you even go back to even our Bible and all that, religious people tell us we are all from Adam and Eve, from those generations up to now. So at the end of the day, if you are sitting down and the best thing you can think of to solve an issue is to attack a fellow, man, regardless of their status, regardless of the issue, it's not right. So for my brothers in the NPP, they should keep their advice to themselves. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in the NDC know very well how we are going to tackle this issue. We are still solving it, and we still have another uproar that also happened at the Solar Tuna area too. They also have another issue, conflict that is also happening.
Why do you have to always lay emphasis
so you see, John Dramani Mahama sometimes when we go to speak about people have problem, but what's his tribe? No, what is Baomia's tribe? Tell me. What's his tribe?
But the fact that you make emphasis,
the man pushing people in their fight too, is the same thing. Where is Baomia from?
Make your point. I would come.
You understand the point? Where is he from? He's from one of those tribes that were fighting in this Mampusi and Boku issues. You understand? But when he was even campaign, he was one of the people that even started this kind of religious and tribal. Conversations. When you go to campaign, you don't tell the people that I am one of you, and so even his own what do you call it? Those constituencies over there, he lost. He lost to John Dramani Mahama. Even some constituencies had 0. He didn't even get some votes over there. So at the end of the day, it's not just about using it for politics. Let's look at the well-being of the people. You understand? The fact that you are citing that John Dramani Mahama's hometown, to what effect? Right. Do you understand the point I'm making? The president currently has dispatched the interior minister and some members of cabinet and the police people to go there to restore calm. And currently, we are seeing that effect. Though it's still being unstable a little bit, but I don't know. Then these are human beings. They are not, excuse my language, animals or something. They are expected to just follow, just like. Do you understand? So I don't know. Then we will get to a point where we make sure that our northern brothers in the Upper East, Upper West, Savannah, and others should get to understand that we are one people, regardless of the issue. Because the recent uproar, the recent conflict I heard is just about one person selling land or whatever to another person. I don't know the nitty-gritty of the story, but I don't really know. These are petty issues that we can sit down and talk and resolve them. We don't need external forces to always come in like that Santini, or we need politicians to come in to even tell us what to do. As people from them, I'm from Upper West region, I'm a northerner. So as people from them, we are supposed to encourage our people that these things are not good for us to go by. If we can try to politicize everything, but I don't know, when there's civil war and whatever, you and I will not be safe. All of us will be seeking asylum in different countries where we are not going to be safe in the first place. So let's look at the angle of that. But politicizing and doing John Dramani Mahama's hometown, what will happen? The people know this John Dramani Mahama's hometown. I don't know what will happen. Is that what will solve the issue? Right. No. So my brother here should be prophesizing some solutions. He will be suggesting to the government as to how to go about it. You're in opposition because of your bad governance. You're not in opposition because you knew it all. And it was because of certain things that you lacked, and the people saw that the NDC government and John Dramani Mahama were able to come and solve it. If you have some advice and suggestions, you can give it and we can decide to take it or not. But then they're fueling it by channeling it into political conversations, saying that John Dramani Mahama is something and all that. I do not, I accept such conversations. Yeah.
Okay, so
briefly.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm happy he made that point. First of all, the fact of the matter is that the issue in Boko has nothing to do with unemployment. You don't need any survey. You don't need any research to establish this point. This issue has been there since the 90s. You cannot come and tell me now that it's because of unemployment. Why? We don't know the issue in Boko. We know. So why do you want to associate it with unemployment? I am telling you that IGP Yohano has no single idea. He doesn't understand the issue in Boko. You understand? And that's why when he went there, they shot at him. He was lucky that he didn't catch him. He was shot. So the issue in Boko has nothing to do with unemployment. We must sit down and understand the issue in Boko so we can be able to solve it. You understand? Yeah. He made mention that candidate Dr. Mahmoud Baumia got 0 in certain polling stations in Boko. Yeah. And the truth of the matter is that John Dramani Mahama also has 0s in certain polling stations in Boko. I have the data here. I can show it to you. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing and then the problem that we are dealing with here is that the issue in Boko was politicized by President John Dramani Mahama. He used it for politics and he benefited from it. That is why immediately when he came into office, the thing escalated.
But what did he do? Was it due to some...
But if you go to tell them that, vote for me, because whenever NDC is in power, Boko is always peaceful, what are you doing? Okay. You went ahead to tell them that the Kusasi are the large majority of group in Boko. And so when you come, you will give them a region of their own. This is politics. Let's not play around this issue.
But don't you think that was the same thing Baumia also did, saying that I am one of you?
There's no problem with that. Even if I come to tell you, vote for me because I'm just like you. There's no problem with that. Why should people vote for you
based on like you being a part of them, but not based on maybe perhaps the policies you are bringing? Allow the people to vote for you because of the innovative decision and strategy.
And I am saying that even if I come to tell you, vote for me because I'm just like you, there's no problem with that.
Well, in my opinion, I think there's a problem with that. I'm not going to vote for you based on your personality or you belonging to a particular ethnicity. Exactly. But I'm going to vote for you based on what you are bringing on board, if it's going to help me or not.
And I am telling you that, okay, now let's do comparative analysis here. If I tell you that anytime NDC is in power, Boko is always peaceful, vote for me because when we come, we'll make sure that Boko is peaceful. And then I tell you that vote for me because I'm just like you. I'm just one of you. Which of them is more dangerous?
Well,
now let's leave that one aside. My brother here is telling me that I cannot say that Dramani Mohammed's hometown is, where the fight is happening. Why can't I say it? Because it is his hometown. He's supposed to ensure security there. And we hear that people are just coming to do their festival. At the end of the day, they started shooting at each other. And you are telling me that I cannot say that there's security blackout. I mean, it's unfortunate.
Okay. Oh, right. So I see you wearing white already. Yeah. I guess you're already anticipating for the victory coming up tomorrow.
Sure. There's victory.
So what's your expectation so far?
I expect nothing but strict security being put in place by the IGP. This time around, he should work as a Ghanaian. He should work in the interest of Ghana.
So formally, what was he working as?
He's not working in the interest of Ghana. Look at what happened at Blake Manot. The police were just there standing, doing nothing when people were attacked.
But these people
our members, Honorable Howard Kunsu was attacked. Now imagine he has died. Look at what happened in court. They said they've convicted the 6 people who caused the accident. We didn't even see their face. Now let's agree that these people have been convicted. What does the law say about those who committed assault? The law is simply clear that you put them 3 years, imprisonment not exceeding 3 years. Now they are giving them fine. It doesn't give you the discretion to give them fine.
We'll come
Section 84 is what the crime, the offense of assault is in Section 84 of Act 29. And they are convicted on conspiracy and then assault. That's 23 and 89.
Yes.
Now the punishment for it is on 296 of Act 30, Section 296 of Act 30. That it is a misdemeanor, and for that matter, you imprison them for a term not exceeding 3 years. There's no discretion for the judge to fine them. What is happening here is that the judge is trying to sell the law. Because look at this amount, 6,000. What is 6,000 going to do?
Okay.
You are simply selling the law, and it is not going to serve as deterrent. The reason why we punish people sometimes is to deter them from doing what they did, or they committing the crime they've committed, isn't it? Now, somebody has committed a crime, and all you could do is to give him a fine of 6,000. Now, imagine someone who is very rich, finding him 6,000. He'll just pay it and walk away. That is selling the law. And the law in Section 296 of Act 30 did not tell you that you should fine the person. It only tells you that give him imprisonment for a term not exceeding 3 years. And I see the conviction is 24 months. That's 2 years. So you allow him spend the custodial sentence. You don't fine it because there's no fine anywhere. There's no discretion for the judge to use fine to find those who's being convicted. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I've always maintained my stance that our security or our judicial system is at stake. It's at risk. Because today I don't understand what was happening there.
All right. So since you already spoke about the Ablekuma North violence, I think we'll just dive into that discussion because we already have it as a topic on the show. That has to do with 8 people being convicted for the election that took place, I think, somewhere last 2 months.
Yes. In Ablekuma North.
And they've been fined for 6,000.
Yes.
Is that enough punishment?
It is not. It is not. I just elaborated on this matter here. It is not, and it's not supposed to even be a fine. It's supposed to be a custodial sentence. Imprisonment for a term not exceeding 3 years. And Section 296 of Act 30. It is not even a fine. So fining alone is a problem. We in the MPP, we know that, look, even those that they said they've been fined, we've not seen their faces to know that these are the people. They only come and mention names. The names, they can just mention anybody's name. So as to whether or not they have really been fined, and then I want to accept the fact that they've been fined. Are they supposed to be fined? No. It is supposed to be a custodial sentence, imprisonment for a term not exceeding 3 years. So they said 24 months equivalent to fine of 6,000. That's not what the law says.
That's not what the law says.
You understand? So let's be minded how we deal with our judicial system. And if you take this matter, read it in conjunction with what President Mahama said during election, that when they come to power, they are going to appoint justices of the Supreme Court to balance the bench. This simply is telling you that they want to control the judiciary system. So we are saying that, look, our judiciary is at stake. I know well-meaning Ghanaians should speak up. They should speak up, because what we are going through is not. We are not in normal times in terms of administration of justice. You get what I'm saying?
All right. So I'll come back to you, Brima.
Yes, my brother submissions is quite laughable, and especially coming from them as MPP.
Okay.
They today 8 months of the NDC government, they don't believe in the judiciary. You remember those times? Anytime NDC raise any issue, go to court, because that's where they believe the law takes its course. Today he cannot sit here and become a judge on his own and decide how sentences should be done. During their time, the 8 years of the MPP government, the 8 years.
I didn't say
I'm saying that.
I quoted
the law.
One at a time.
I quoted the law. What the law says.
My brother, relax.
I am not using my discretion.
He never interjected when you were speaking.
Yes,
so allow him to land.
If he's making a statement that is untruth,
no, it's not
you have to call him to order.
Today.
So I think when he's done speaking,
then you can come
in and defend
I'm saying that,
your
relax.
point.
Today, you are turning yourself into a judge, telling us what should have been done. That's what, in essence, that's what you are telling us. And that is the truth. You are saying that it should have been.
There's a provision in Article 23.
Relax.
That tells you that administrative bodies are supposed to act
within
the
you are
ambit
being
of the
unfair.
You
law.
have to be fair to me. If not, when you always come in, I will not allow you.
I think you are being unfair.
I'm saying that.
Just
calm down.
There are so many things you
I'll
said
come
that
back
I
to you.
find
Okay.
interjected, but I didn't
Make your
interject.
point.
All right.
You understand? You are sitting here telling us that there are certain things that should have been done according to the law. In essence, you want to tell us that you know better than the judge that was, handling the case. No.
They know better. They are the custodians of the law. What the judge says is what is the law. The constitution is there though, but why do we still have to go to court? It's because sometimes the facts presented may not be as we all see. Do you understand the point I'm making? So right now, should we just go and arrest people because we've heard that they've done assault without sending them to the court? No. So they've sent to the court. Do you know what the prosecutors presented their case? You and I, do you know how well they presented their case to convince the judge to either
defend these
exactly people. To either say that these people per the prosecution that has been brought, but per the prosecutor's case, they deserve a fine. They deserve a number of years imprisonment. You and I, we were not there to even witness the court case. My brother here is telling us that today, 8 months in office, he's saying that the MPP doesn't believe in the court, and what is happening to our judiciary, the NDC wants to take over. See, we are not like them. They should get it right. We are not a group of cartel people who want to take over this nation like they were doing all over. They started from Ajapa deal, PDS and whatnot, when they were going to take over even our hotels, state hotels here in this country. 8 years, we sat and watched people. When rulings were going in your favor, your own Minister for National Security, Honorable Ken Adapa, came to tell us that, hey, the judiciary should watch out. The rulings that you are giving out are going in one side. Every ruling was going in their favor. It came to a point where we have unanimous FC, where when you go to the Supreme Court, everything, all the judges were sidelined with what the MPP sent to court. We had Afanyo Mankin being able to summon the Supreme Court in less than 48 hours to sit on a case as in the vacation of seats during MPP's time. Yeah. We had NDC this time. We went to court to talk about the e-levy, that the e-levy was not passed according to law in the Parliament House. As I'm speaking to you now, till today, if the judgment on e-levy has come, I do not know. These are the things that were happening in your era, and we are cautioning people that what you people are doing, it is not good. You understand? At the end of the day, His Excellency, the former president, had his tenure. By law, he's supposed to appoint people to the judiciary. We have a current sitting Supreme Court judge who is a known affiliate of the MPP, contested in the MPP parliamentary primaries. Justice is it Gawu or Justice Gawu? He's there in the Supreme Court. These are the things, these are the real issues that we are faced with. So we are cautioning the former president, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, against some of these things, such that when NDC comes to power and certain things are also happening, people don't come and say, hey, don't come and say, today, His Excellency John Dramani only had the opportunity to appoint about 7 justices to the Supreme Court. They are still being vetted. I think they've gone through the vetting process. They have to be empowered. You understand the point? But the court case, I don't know the specific court that even handled this, Oblique North elections issue. But I don't know, there is commitment to fight this kind of electoral violences. I also West Wogon. My brother can sit and tell us. There was a commission of inquiry set up. Till today, a white paper was issued on how we should go forward as a nation, on how people should be dealt with. You should tell me, MPP during that era, whether they acted on this Wogon commission of inquiry. We had Techima South elections. People were killed though. Not even beaten or even people were killed, and we didn't hear anything about it. Court case went and case closed. So I don't know, then we are looking at real-time issues where they themselves, they have not behaved in a way that deserves us for us to say, oh, they have the right to even criticize us. He who calls for equity must come with clean hands. But the people that are even coming with clean, they're not even coming with hand sanitizer for us to know that there are some saints that we can even talk with. During 8 years, you enjoyed all these benefits. You enjoyed court rulings going in your favor. Just 8 months, you cannot hold the heat that is coming. If rulings are no longer going in your favor, what you are supposed to is to appeal to the judges or whatnot that they should go by maybe the conference, because NDC cannot go hold the hands of judges to rule in our favor or whatnot. There are certain cases that we even won during your era. There are certain cases that you also win and you may not win. I don't know the 8 people that have convicted. Were they, identified as NDC card-bearing members? No, we don't even have evidence as to that effect. But what is happening now is that the law is working. Because now, everyone knows that impunity will no longer have its way in this country. That if you do something wrong, if you go to commit violence anywhere during an election period, you will be dealt with accordingly. During their time, we had court invasions. Pregnant judge was attacked when their vigilante boys were sent to court, we had court invasions. What did they do to them? Which tell us. We had UTV, TV stations were invaded, UTV over here. When Kwame A Plus was criticizing their government, they invaded UTV. What did they do? They gave them a fine of just 2,000 Ghana cedis. He is sitting here, he's talking about 6,000 Ghana cedis.
So you think it's a precedence from the period?
No, I'm telling you that there is a certain wave of change now, where there's a commitment to dealing with electoral violences. Today, this Ablekuma North election has not even gone more than 2 months. I also West Wagon. It's a clear example. By election, commission of inquiry was set up. People were invited. A white paper was issued on how to be for the people to be dealt with. Did they do it? They didn't do it. So these people do not have that right, moral temerity to come and tell us that Ablekuma North election that has been dealt with. A court has convicted. A court of competent jurisdiction has convicted people who they even think are even NDC people. We have persecuted our own people. Do you understand the point I'm making?
6,000.
That's what I'm saying. We have made effort. They didn't even have that destiny to even do during their era. When their people go to commit violence and commit whatever we are saying it, they turn around and they do not even prosecute anyone. You should give me evidence and give me clear proof during their time where there was electoral violences and one of them, card-bearing members, were prosecuted or were dealt with. But here's the commitment that we are talking about. Why are we doing it? We are doing it in such a way that in future these things will no longer come to happen. We have a Kotiaba election coming up. You understand? It is a way of telling people that if you go to commit, one thing is that these people who commit this kind of assault and what we should always condemn it, right? We agree that it is not right.
Yeah.
And these are middle-aged men whom we expect the ABR when you give them a certain kind of fine. This is in the discretion of the judge.
But did they think about all those things before involving themselves into this violence?
That one is human nature. Because when you look at the issue that happened at the Ablekuma North, Miracles Abuajo when he was not attacked. Brian Achampo when he was not attacked. Many of the MPP star was when they were not attacked.
Newman was equally.
Thank you.
Well.
We have Honorable Hawa Kumsing, who is known to have a history of political electoral violence, even in her constituency.
So you think it was a payback time?
No. It can even come from their own MPP people, because when the thing was happening, I learned that even some people from her constituency, they mean her for a long time because of how she dealt with some issues over there. Do you understand? She was voted out of power in 2024. Who could have known? Maybe these kind of things could be the reasons why she was voted out as an MP for the Ewutu Sanya East constituency there at Kaswa. Let me tell you, during her time, NDC constituency secretary, our constituency secretary at the at the Ewutu Sanya East constituency, Kaswa, he was beaten to the pulp. As he's currently not, he was beaten to the pulp. They said that he died with pain and we went to bury him. These are the pains that people have in their hearts. She has a clear history. Now you went into a polling station.
Please, summon.
Now you went into a parameter. The police people were encouraging that you should leave that parameter because you're not supposed to even be there. Whether you're an observer or whatever, she was being asked to come out. And knowing who you are, having a history of electoral violence and whatnot, you may cause an uproar. Now she didn't agree. Now the youth that were around, whether they were MPP or NDC, we did not even have evidence to that effect.
Oh, yeah.
Do you understand the point I am making?
Yeah.
And they went in asking her to come out because if the police are there and they are not able to do it, or maybe the numbers that was at the police station, and they were even pleading with her because she's a lady, they didn't even approach in a hostile manner like a man, because you could see that their deputy national organizer, how he was even attacked there by some of the tags and whatnot. It's different from how Okumisi was being approached. And when they were approached, what happened? How Okumisi removed pepper spray.
Yeah, so what happens to her as well?
So, exactly. So that means that when she was going, she had a certain mindset. Do you understand? Because if it is an election that we all agree we are going to use our tongue to speak, to perform a democratic right, why will you go there with pepper spray? So you see that it then comes to validates my point that this is someone who has a history of electoral violence, and she has proven that at the end of the day she also do whatever it takes whenever she is going there. She also go and defend her words because she expected, perhaps she has been given a hint that her MP people will come after her, because I learned that some of them are really meaning.
Let's not say NPP yet, because we don't know that yet.
I am saying he's been alleged. He's been alleged. He's been alleged that some MP people even mean her from their constituency. So I'm not surprised.
All right.
I'm not surprised that I don't know. She was being attacked in that, and she wanted they were trying to take away the pepper spray from her hand, because when you look at the video very well, when they were approaching her, she was using the pepper spray like this, And so one of the guys, the one that flew to her, was trying to just take away the pepper spray. And unfortunately, she fell. Do you understand? I don't know. She was not even being attacked and all that. But
so what's the time of watching?
Agree.
How do you
let us agree that I don't know. But we need to agree that I don't know. Things are going on well in this country. That people will no longer do things with impunity and go away with it when it was during their time like that. This time around, anyone who goes to community electoral, you'll be dealt with irrespective of your party card.
Of your party colors.
Okay, so you see, you are making us spend a lot of time on this matter. But you see, the truth of the matter is that the judge, there's no discretion given to the judge, as he just stated. Please just keep quiet.
I didn't say anything.
I'm
not coming to interrupt you. Anything. Can't I say too well?
There's a law. There's a law that says that when something happens like this, do this. This is how you are supposed to deal with the matter.
Yes.
And I just stated it. And I'm telling you that in Article 23 of 992 Constitution, it tells you that when an administrative body has obligation to act within the confines of the law, you understand?
Yeah.
Do what the law says you should do. 296 did not tell you to find the person. You understand what I'm saying? It tells you to imprison the person. So to suggest that the judge knows what to do and he's supposed to do that is wrong. The law is being established and we know what it says. So doing anything outside of the law it does not amount to performing under the law. That's why we have rule of law. Act within the confines of the law. Don't come and do what you want to do.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And we all know that in Ablikmanov, the video is clear for everybody to see that Honorable Hawa Kumso was standing calm and quietly observing the proceedings when she was attacked. You cannot come here and tell us that because she went there with pepper spray, she had a certain kind of mindset, and because of that, when they attacked her, she shouldn't defend herself. In any case, I'm standing here quietly observing my proceedings, and I see tasks coming at me. What do you think I should do? I have to first of all protect myself.
So you think that the authorities
why were they coming at her? And he lied that honorable the communications director for NPP, Miracle Sabuaji, he went there, he wasn't attacked. That's a lie. Miracle had to run for his life at Ablikmanov. We all saw it.
Was he attacked?
And even he came to address that on the media.
Was he attacked?
I said he had to run for his life. If
no,
you're not attacked, why would you run?
Was he attacked?
But if you're not attacked, why will you run for your life?
No, but he wasn't attacked.
He was attacked and he had to run.
But
what are
so
you
how
saying?
come we didn't see any videos or anything of him being attacked?
Then maybe you intentionally did not want to see it, because I have the video.
You have the video of Miracle being attacked?
Yes, I will show you. Miracle came to address the media. He told us that look, he was attacked and he had to run for his life.
Thanks, Miracles also lie.
Oh, but
and I am telling you that those people that were targeted, they were NDC, the MPP. They only targeted NPP members.
So if he was attacked, why didn't he report the issue?
Exactly.
Report what the issue?
Why didn't he report the issue? But because for Hawakumsin's own, we saw it vividly.
You see, that's a different matter. The issue is that.
How different is that? It was
the issue of reporting. It's a different matter. I am telling you that there's evidence of attack on Miracles Abuaji and even Honorable Hawa Kumsen. That's why these people are being convicted. So you cannot come and sit here and tell us that nobody was attacked because Hawa Kumsen is known for what. That's why. No, that's a lie.
I'm not saying
that's a palpable lie.
The parameter in which she found herself was not the right parameters.
Please,
you understand?
Keep
at
quiet.
the police station.
So she shouldn't have been
there. She was being asked to leave there.
It's a lie. Everybody, you have the right to go and observe whatever is happening there. No. This is a lie. You cannot. No.
Everyone has the right.
Please,
that went there.
He's interrupting. That's my time.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
He's interrupting me. That's my time. So today, you are telling me that the government is committed to fighting, whatever insecurity issue or whatever misbehavior is being done. But look at what happened to at Rich Hospital. You have a gentleman who walked into the hospital, invaded the privacy, and you are snapping an emergency war, snapping videos contrary to established protocols. And nobody has been. He's not been arrested ever since. Up to now. Nobody.
I think
you have someone who's been convicted. What are you saying?
They are still investigating into the issue, even after they came up with the reports that.
Look, Okoboy told us that. Look, the presence in the emergency ward and taking videos alone is enough for the guy to be arrested. What are you investigating for?
Okay, so what about
that guy?
He's a lawyer.
Please. But you see, this is someone who has been a health minister before. Where have you been?
Don't mind.
The health minister is determining how they should persecute people.
Don't mind him.
No.
Don't worry. Flow.
So what we are saying is that the government, the government has not shown any interest in fighting insecurity in the country. Otherwise, we will not have this guy still walking freely. This rough guy. Even in Akufo-Addo's era, he told us that Ghana form more Obaku and Ede. Today you are coming to the hospital to do what? You think you are more, superior than anybody in Ghana? We are all Ghanaians.
No, not
so what you do to others, when someone does it to you, you have to accept it in good faith.
Not to divert from the main topic. So what also happened to the nurse who equally misinformed the whole country as well, that she had a fracture, dislocation in her shoulders, and after the investigation came out, it was actually
there's nothing that showed that she misinformed the public. She has sued in court, so let's wait for the process to finish. God. She has sued. Actually, I have the pictures. I can show you the suit.
You do that after the show.
Yes. You can't cut me like that.
See, you can't cut me like that. Yeah. Okay, what do you want to add?
So please, we are saying that let's be sincere in this issue, because my brother here is trying all that he can to mislead the public. With regards to the issue,
I'm surprised in all of the things you have said. You're not referring to your 8 years of governance, the things you guys have done, the kind of insecurity that we have seen, the impunity that we saw. You have made reference, but you have refused to make reference to your own era. You were sitting here talking about the 6,000 fine not being enough. Tell me, during your era, what did you do enough?
Please,
what did you do enough?
Look. One of the reasons why NDC is in power now is because Ghanaian people believe that NDC should take over. Exactly. This is what Ghanaian people believe, and that's why NDC is in power now.
That's what you think.
So it is not now that you are coming to it's not now that you are coming to tell me that you are playing politics of equalization.
No one is doing
that's
that.
Not what we.
I'm telling you that we have done better than you.
It's a lie.
In terms of dealing with these issues.
That's a probable lie.
We have done better than you.
In terms of what?
And that's what I'm saying. We have done better than you. In terms of prosecuting, as I'm speaking to you now, less than 2 months, Ablikman, not electoral violence.
He talked about
has come to a conclusion. Do you understand the point?
It's still my turn. So you have to stop.
You're almost wrapping up.
He talked about the issue of the judiciary, and I'm telling you that John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, they are committed to destroying our judiciary system. Because you have a bench warrant on Kevin Taylor. Kevin Taylor landed into the country upon all the security we have. No, he was not arrested. He was able to go to court to secure.
Do you know what a bench warrant is? A bench warrant that was issued, someone was in the States. Do you understand the point I mean? Any mistake he makes, you people, they know you.
So you see,
they know you.
You're asking me if I know what a bench warrant is. Imagine this.
I'm telling
someone has a bench warrant on him. What are you saying?
You are telling me that because
allow him to finish.
What are you saying? Even people can be sentenced in absentia.
So they should have done that.
They should have done that. He's been sentenced in absentia. He's in the US.
Then they should have done that.
So what we are saying is that the judiciary system is currently at stake, and we must do all that we can to restore it.
Okay.
Have they changed political?
All right. Mr. Dennis, you are welcome. Thank you. So, Mr. Dennis, you are an independent analyst. We've heard from both parties, and then obviously each party will do whatever it takes to defend the issue. So you are going to give us an objective opinion. We're actually on the topic of the Ablikuma not violence. These 8 people have been convicted and they've been fined 6,000 Ghana cedis each. Do you think that is enough punishment for these people?
Yeah, okay. Thank you once again for this opportunity, and happy new month to our cherished listeners and to you as well. And to my colleagues. Okay, I mean, when I saw the news, I was delighted, and I thought it's the right move, because the erstwhile administration in the period of their 8 years, I mean, there was nothing like that. Was there anything like that I didn't recall.
The people who were arrested.
Yes. I mean, it's
involved in electoral violence.
Yes, so far as I know, I mean, there wasn't anything.
So in your opinion, you think this is actually better than none?
Yes, it's actually a right step in the right direction.
But don't you think this is actually going to give people the motivation to even involve themselves in electoral violence? If these people were actually seen fighting somebody and they've been given 6,000 cedis, not even something way extraordinary. 6,000 cedis. Okay, maybe depending on your pocket, you might see it to be very. But for such a crime, which could actually end the person's life, obviously.
It matters like this. This is in the hands of the courts. The court prescribe whatever punishment they seem fit.
But do you think that the court was being partial, or let me use the word incompetence, or based on how they presented or defended the case?
Regardless of them being partial or whatever, what I'm concerned about is the haste. The manner in which the matter was carried. You understand? It seems as a nation it's a progress. It's a progress coming back from zero prosecution of electoral violences. This is a good call. I was particularly happy, and with the faces that I saw, they are the same faces that I saw perpetuating the violence in the last by-election. So I think it's the right call. We as Ghanaians should be happy about this, because electoral violence is almost as if it's part of our elections now. So the best way to fight it is by prosecuting the criminals involved. Yeah, so and there's a prosecution. So what else do we want? It's the right call.
It's the right call. All right. So do you think there's going to be some sort of like confidence in people in our judicial system?
Yes, of course. Not total confidence.
Because if you are involved in a fight, maybe an attempt to kill me, you've beaten me, I'm in all pain and all bruises, and then you go to court and they give you 6,000. Don't you think the other party will go the extra mile to even?
To me personally, I believe it's deterrent enough. It's the right call. It's the right call. It's better than none.
I think that is something that Mr. Razak wouldn't want to even accept.
Yes.
This government actually made an effort, and then based on the submission Brahma made, your government didn't even make any effort at all.
Look, it's not about the making. How is 6,000 a deterrent? How?
So what did your administration do?
Based on what?
Let's take the in the party.
Was it taken to court? What did the court say?
Well,
so it means there was
they didn't even regard it. So meaning they didn't even regard it.
There were attempts to prosecute the criminals involved.
Was it taken to court?
Which issue?
Meaning they didn't even regard
at all. And when these things happen, my brother,
let's be fair.
When it comes to that,
no, let's be fair.
I understand.
I'm saying that. I'm only asking if it was taken to court.
That's what I'm saying, that an issue like the Chima South issues, where people were killed. 2020 elections, Techima South, 7 people were killed and lost their lives. It went to court issues. People were never prosecuted.
Even in Akotia.
I'm telling you.
Even in Akotia.
Akotia, say where the Kobio. He used to sit down and say Akotia cry chama bibi kakra. In those times, we know you people. How you are electoral violence.
No, I actually wanted to say something.
When it comes to electoral violences, they are masters of that. And so because of that, when we are taking actions, they don't see it to be anything, because when it's one of their own, they leave them to go. And I've cited a clear example, UTV invasion. When they went there, the boys invaded. We had people invading courts. We had your vigilante groups beating. At that time, when you look at the video, Sam George was slapped in the face.
Yeah.
Edem Agbana also came to say certain things.
You cannot call them vigilantes.
So,
those are security, national security.
Today they are security.
The same people you
today
took. The same people you took.
Okay, calm down.
The same people you took.
Calm down.
Calm down. To arrest him.
The same people you took. I can't hear anybody. I seriously can't hear anyone. See, I can't hear anybody. I can't hear anybody.
You don't agree.
Today we are saying that look. When you are coming to Akotia,
I can't hear anyone.
Don't come with masked men.
The audacity to tell us who to bring to Akotia as security personnel. You people, when you did same, I also was these people came on what do you call it? They do not have tax, nothing. They wore this.
Okay, so now are you doing?
And I'm saying that you who is criticizing, you do not have that moral right. That's the point I am making. Okay. That you do not have the moral right to come and tell us that you do not want to see max people, you do not want to see. who are is if the security personnel, IGP, feel that they need to max people and whatever to ensure that there's a smooth running of the Akwete elections. Who are we?
So are you trying to say that in their
if that is the case, then we would have to protect ourselves.
Because you cannot have
security. You cannot have security that you are unable to identify.
That's why someone will go to
okay. Probably that person can be the setup to come and kill somebody there.
Okay.
So we want to know the situation. We want to know the different. Separate from those hoodlums, because when you bring hoodlums in the name of security, we are going to defend ourselves.
So that's what you think.
That's the truth of the matter.
Have done it before.
Because,
how do you know that?
Because we saw what happened.
If you haven't done it before,
because we saw what happened in the Blake, and we cannot risk our life. Look, there's a saying that don't allow them to kill.
Please,
because if they kill you, they will go and look for forgiveness. Seek for forgiveness.
See, your microphones are off. If we are all talking at the same time, we could barely hear you.
Yes.
You are here to communicate with the people. So I think one at a time. Okay, please, respectfully.
It is unfair for my brother to sit here.
Hello, sweetheart. Calm down. Calm down. They can't hear you. They seriously can't hear you. Because you wouldn't allow your opponent to also make his point. Okay, please, respectfully. All right. Thank you so much. Let's go.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that simply, we do not want to see a security that is masked. Because the truth of the matter is that we should be able to identify policeman from an ordinary thug or hoodlum.
Okay.
That is where we are going to have smooth process. If you come with someone who is masked up to come and pretend to be a security person to cause mayhem, and at the end of the day you can only find them 6,000, that will amount to nothing. We don't want to see that. There's a saying that, look, don't allow them to kill you. If they kill you, they'll go and seek for forgiveness from God, and God will forgive them.
All right.
Just like it happened. We are even suspecting that these guys that have been convicted, they will be the money will be paid by their payment, and they will be and they will go free.
Okay.
Which is even contrary to the law. Me, I always maintain my stand on that.
All right. All right.
So we don't want to see masked people. We want to see the police different, distinctively from the ordinary people over there.
The ordinary people. All right.
Yes.
Uncle Dennis.
You know what? We should all be singing one song in unison. You understand? In the past, there hasn't been any criminal prosecution, and now we have people being prosecuted for engaging in criminal activities, and we are crying foul. Why?
They said it's not enough. These people should have been arrested.
Whatever.
They said the fine is too small.
Yes, but the end of it is that we prosecuted people for engaging in criminal activities. I mean, we all want to eradicate violence in our elections. For once, we have a police force, our law force working together to eradicate this crime, and we are crying. That is not deterrent now. What do we want? At least it's the right step. Regardless, it's the right step. Regardless, it's better than that.
So, in your submission or in your opinion, you think that you don't.
No, it is not even in my opinion. Any right-thinking Ghanaian wants violence to be booted out of our elections. And people have committed crimes. We've seen them, and they are being prosecuted, and they find 6,000. We are saying it's not deterrent.
So you think that the punishment even given to them is not even a matter here, as long as an action or an effort has been made, it's even enough.
Yes, it's enough.
Right.
I think
I think we are ending here. We are drawing the curtains on this particular issue.
Yeah, so I need to. You see, my brother here made a submission that they don't want to see security persons. Please, I'm speaking. My brother here made a point that they don't want to see security people in the max or what not. That does not lie with you, the MPP. Yours is to educate the people to go and vote for your candidate or not. But one thing is, they should be rest assured that IGP Tete Yohuno will make sure that peace prevails over there. What we are treating all members or residents of Equator is that do not be intimidated. Nothing will happen. Nothing is going to happen. This is when they know that they are losing. They want to incite in kind of intimidation the people. The people they think that there's something that is going to happen, what not. They themselves, he's sitting here saying that when they are going, they'll go prepared because they don't know what will happen or what. No.
Violence or
As a political party, you should not be the one to be encouraging people to go to electoral areas with being prepared mindset.
Okay.
You should be able to educate them that when you go and vote, go to your house. You do not have anything doing if you are not a polling agent. You do not have anything doing if you are not a security person. Once you vote, go and sit at your house. You hear the results. The polling agents are there for a purpose. The security people are there for a purpose. If you go there and the security man says, my brother, please go back. Please go back. My brother, sit here, sit here. If you are a journalist and you are going to take a picture or video, once the security person says, this is your limit, that is your limit. Please do not go within the inner perimeter. Do not go. Do you understand? And you sit there and say, it is your right, it is your right. When we all do it is our right, it's our right. That's what leads to this kind of confrontations. Because at the end of the day, not everyone will be allowed into the perimeters. Okay. Because someone has a tag and I don't have a tag. Are we not all Ghanaians? Right. But at the end of the day, if you know there are permanent people that went to Ablikmanot were not attacked. It is unfortunate that a former minister of state and a former MP was being attacked allegedly, because from what I mean, I don't even see it as an attack. But I don't know, that's why they described it. People who have been fined, have been convicted of the crime that they committed. Okay. We don't even have evidence.
All right.
We do not have evidence.
So much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are drawing the curtains on this particular issue.
This government is committed to making sure that electoral violence becomes a thing of the past. Okay. That is the fact that we should all get it. Right. That going forward, electoral violence will no longer be tolerated, without whether you are NDC, you are MPP. We are treating everybody as a Ghanaian first. Right. And then you should make sure that if you go to commit any electoral violence, be ready to face the law. The judge sat down to, give this kind of conviction and whatnot. If you think the judge is not right, you can go for appeal. You can take the matter up as an individual. If you think that the system is not up, you have the right to. So let's like people said. You said you believed in the law, you believe in the judiciary. Then please go by the law and stop making these kind of criticisms against judges.
All right, thank you so much, Burma. You've spoken enough, and it's getting very heated. Right here in the studios. That takes us to our second issue of the day, which has to do with the Akwatia by-election, which is coming up tomorrow. And then we've seen that they've deployed about maybe 1,000 security personnel. Do you think the security personnel alone are enough to prevent electoral violence? Because even at Ablikmanot, we saw security personnel still available in other electoral grounds, but still violence took place. Do you think deploying these people, as many of them, do you think is enough to prevent it? Let me speak to the independent analyst before I come to you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much once again for this opportunity.
You're welcome.
When I saw the numbers in terms of deployment, in excess of 5,500.
5,000.
That's huge.
That's huge.
That's huge. So it tells the ordinary Ghanaian where we've come to in terms of election. This is just by-election, and we shouldn't marshal all the police force onto one single constituency out of the 200, in excess of 200 we have. So I think issues of electoral violence is a worry. Imagine, the ordinary Ghanaian police, the Ghanaian ratio to a police is about, I think, what is it, 10? And you are deploying 5,500 just to a constituency. Matching all resources. It doesn't make sense. So we should, visiting back to the conviction of those guys and the 6,000 on them, 6,000 penalty unit on them. Yeah. I think it's a right call, because electoral violence, we are not only losing life, we are losing money, we are marshalling state resources. And all of that. Imagine, the police, Angasa, what's their capacity? It's not enough. It's woefully inadequate. And they would have to be straining doing just by election. So look at, even I think a week ago or so, I saw videos on the grounds, the action on the ground by the police, as if we are at war.
Yeah,
it's just elections. So what's the big deal? It's just elections. These politicians, they should spare us, because if this country should be headed to doom, we should blame these politicians. So why? What is it at all? What is it at all that we are looking for? That's just a by-election. We would have to deploy 5,500.
So
policemen.
what should that tell us about our electoral security right here in the country?
It tells us that, I mean, we are not doing enough.
They are not doing enough.
And it's on the politicians. They should get their acts right. I mean, this is just elections.
All right.
You understand?
All right.
Just go on the grounds, campaign, get your message right, and get voted for. I mean, what's the big deal about this? So that's what I have to say.
Yeah. So Brahma, apart from the police being deployed, who are some of the actors that you think will bring about a successful election, if not just the police?
I think the onus lies on with the political parties and the politicians,
right,
because many of the citizens look up to the politicians to, as it were, to do the right things.
Mm-hmm.
And so political parties have to come into terms that this is just an open forum where residents and members of the constituency are going to decide who should represent them at Parliament House, and that at the end of the day, the will of the people must prevail. And in making sure that the will of people prevails, or the people are able to perform their constitutional rights by electing who they want to represent them, it should be a peaceful process. So that's how I was admonishing my brother here, that we as politicians need to encourage the people that the right things must be done. Because the security force being deployed, in my opinion, is even unnecessary. It shouldn't have been done. But this is where we have come to as a nation, and we have history of violence at police stations and electoral violences. And this is not a first-time issue. So I know we have to come to terms that we need to educate the people well.
Educate the people.
Right. So that everyone will know that elections is not just about violence. Election is just going to thumbprint and you go home.
Mm-hmm.
But if this is what the security people feel that they need this number of people because of some of the things that they are hearing back then and whatnot, speculations and maybe the intelligence they have gathered, because you and I ordinarily you may not have those intelligence and whatnot, maybe that might have warranted the number of people that or personally they've sent there.
They send there.
So what we would also encourage the residents to know that this is just, I mean, to ensure your safety. It's not to, as it were, portray a certain kind of there's a doom or anything coming on board. Feel free, go out and elect who you want to represent you at at Parliament House.
At Parliament House.
And there is no doubt, I know looking at the political parties that have come and you have campaigned and all that, you do not have to hesitate in voting for lawyer Bernard Bediako as your MP for Alkotia.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, he will represent your interest. You do not go to press for number one who will leave and go and do press conferences, and number one that will not participate in parliament issues, and number one that will take a walkout.
You are being controversial.
No, I'm telling the truth. So today their number is insignificant in such a way when they even work out, we don't even feel that something has even worked out.
I see.
Their number is so insignificant that we don't need them to pass. Legislation or anything. Mahama, His Excellency President John Dramani is a supreme leader right now. We just need the equatorial elections for the people to know. For your MP, it's unfortunate, but that's the reality we have come to face, that the democracy that we have a winner takes it all.
Mm-hmm.
Where if even you are MP belong to the minority or you're in opposition, you have little to no effect to even bring development to your area. The District Assembly Common Fund of 5%, usually MPs there is woefully inadequate. But you need to get someone who will be in power to be able to even for the privilege of being able to even go to Jubilee House at an appointed time to have a conversation with the president and bring some development to your area. It's one of the priorities that the people must look at. So the people of Equatorial have to look at these advantages, that the next 4 years, who do you want to lead your destiny into? An opposition leader that will not have any effect on you, because His Excellency the former president Nana Addo Dankwa, he himself said it when we were doing a just by election and whatnot. He used to say that what is the essence of voting for an opposition political party? Because on one we have this weekend, Kofi Benson, one of the leading members of Imani Africa, the vice president of Imani Africa, told us that he doesn't see the MPP winning because he doesn't see why the people will go and vote for an opposition at this time, where the government has goodwill. 8 months down the lane, we have shown goodwill. We have goodwill of the people. Things are going on well.
You should be wrapping up.
Exactly. Things are going on well in terms of governance. People are feeling it. Today we have the city to dollar ratio not as it were 16 Ghana cedis. Today it is at 11 Ghana cedis.
See the way Razak is looking at you.
These are the things that the people must look at. Today they used to ask us that why when we come when food prices go down. Today we have transport fares going down. Transport fares went down in this country. In history, we never had that during their time. Transport fares have gone down because of good governance. Today, we have beverages companies reduce the prices of their beverages because of good governance. Today, we have nursing trainees. Their fees have been slashed 50%. That is good governance. Today, we have first-year students. Their tuition fees have been taken care of. First-year students. Tuition fee of 2,000 plus. It has been taken care of. That is good governance. Today, have you heard of free SHS Brohaha? No. Today we are moving from double track to single track. This is a talk and do government. All right. Do you understand the point? Today we are no longer hearing of doing so. You see my brother today, they cannot speak about doing so because we have effective leadership in place. Okay. Do you understand the point? Okay. So this is the government that they need to entrust their representative with. Okay. That I know when it comes to add to our number, you need to make impact and bring development to their area and make sure that their representation and their voices are heard. Unfortunately, I would like to make this in concluding. Look at SAR, a certain constituency at Volta region. SAR does not have representation in parliament, and for that matter, their voices are not being heard. And for that matter, there are certain things that will not be part of the national conversations. So at the end of the day, the people of Equatorial have to know that election is just a process of just, selecting a leader, a representative, and they should not look any further. Go out in your numbers. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Any other thing, like we said, electoral violence is now becoming a thing of the past. The government has shown commitment to making sure that these electoral violence will no longer be tolerated at all. Those who plan to go and do whatever should be warned. That when you get there and you go and perpetrate anything, you are, you are being, you are being arrested by the security personnel and you are being dealt with. No one can say it's political witch hunt or whatnot. Go there as an independent person, respect the security people, and things will go on well. Okay. Razak has been very quiet listening to you. What do you have to say over the argument you just made?
Okay. We have a brother here who is sincere with himself. So looking at the deployment, you see, I don't think it is an issue of deployment. Okay, so what was the issue? Because under Blikmanov, we had policemen there. Exactly. The issue is the interest in ensuring security, the interest in protecting lives of people. The interest in ensuring the process goes on well. That's what the issue should be about, not the deployment. Because what we saw in Blikmanov was not about a number of deployment. No, not at all. But don't you think we had policemen there who were not interested in what was going on there? No, they were no, interested. What are you saying? But they were overwhelmed. They were overwhelmed. Please. What is overwhelmed? What is overwhelmed? Let him. What did any policeman do over there? They were overwhelmed. When they went to attack the woman, they were there looking at the thugs, attacking the woman. Honorable Howard Kumsin. They were overwhelmed. No. Don't come with overwhelmed whatever. They were not interested in protecting the people. They were. How were they? But don't circulating, you could see that they were interested, but they were outnumbered. No, please. So commonsensically, it makes sense that you triple or you quadruple the number. Okay, it's not about deployment. It's about the interest.
Don't you think political actors are actually part of, enabling peace?
Let me tell you this. Because
we saw a video of Intim Fojo saying that the Akotia by-election, they are coming boot for boot, if not for blood. I think a statement like that he made. Is he not trying to encourage these people to also involved in electoral violence?
But if you have a government who brought tax to come and disrupt process,
so is that the right thing to say as a political person?
Let me make my point. Okay. Let me make my point. The government brought tax. Those who attacked Honorable Howard Kumsins, clearly they were NDC guys. So you bring them to come and...
Based on what... do you have any evidence that says that these people are actually NDC people?
Yes. A lot of them are even in the national security. You think we don't know? We know them. So they are NDC guys. Currently, just NDC came into office and employed a lot of them. So they brought them to come and cause riots there. They disrupted the process over there. And you come around to tell us that you've convicted people. For what? And you are telling me that 6,000 is clear enough?
No, it hasn't been proven yet. So I don't think we should just conclude that they are NDC people.
And I am telling you that they are national security.
Based on what? Do you have any newsletter, any reports that says that these people are actually NDC people?
Okay, let's use common sense here. Do you think an MPP member will attack Honorable Howard Kumsin Do you think that?
It could also be that maybe she didn't treat her constituency right. So it could be a payback.
It has nothing.
So if you're all speaking on based on assumption, that is the assumption I'll equally also have.
And you don't want to believe the fact that some of them I know are national security members who have been appointed by the government.
If I see
That's
reports,
why I am now bringing the common sense, ideology.
Okay.
And I'm saying that, do you think NPP member will attack Hawa Okumsin? No, clearly no. So we know them; they are NDC guys, and you brought them to come and cause the riots there. And now you went around to tell us that because you've convicted them, we should sing praises on you. For what?
Did you also see the viral video that the NPP members tried assaulting Esiedun Ketia
at
the 40 days observation at Akutia for NS Kumi? What do you make of that as well?
Please, you are bringing a lot of things to me. I'm trying to deal with something here.
Okay.
You understand? So let me finish with that. And swiftly I will come to this question that you just asked.
Okay.
So what we are saying is that this government, they should and they must ensure that the peace we are enjoying now does not deteriorate further. We know already, just as I have mentioned, that currently our ranking has been deteriorated, both in Africa and the nation and then the whole world. So we are saying that in Akwasia, what we expect is that the security should have the will to preserve peace. They should have the will and interest in the smooth run of the process. Otherwise, we are not going to allow ourselves to be killed, and then they will go to court and seek a fine of 6,000 Ghana cedis. No, that's not going to happen. My brother here made mention that things are going well in the country and that dollar that was around 16
you are going to
cedis.
respond to that as
yes, well? That was a lie. Okay. You cannot tell us that dollar, as at the time we left office, dollar was 14 cedis 69 pesos. So on what basis are you telling us that? Even today, people are crying that the depreciation of the dollar is not seen in the economy. Today, the D-levy, even today as we speak, fuel is increasing by some 5.something%. Fuel. You impose D-levy on the people after promising us that you are not going to run this country with taxes. We're all here when Honorable Atufosun told us that, look, for me, I am going to run this economy without imposition of new taxes and without renaming taxes. And just a month into office, you know what he did? He has introduced about 8 more new taxes into the economy. And you think it's something we should be celebrating about? When you people came, you promised that you were going to do 24-hour economy. Where has it? Where is 24-hour economy now? Now imagine free SHS. You rubbish free SHS and said it was not good enough, to the extent that you sing songs, free education, 419. We all heard it in this country, didn't we? Yes, we did. Now you are coming to tell us that because you have reduced fees of nursing schools, we should be celebrating. Can that one be compared to free SHS? No, we are all building the country, so let's be realistic on some of these things. Let's be realistic. The government of NDC, from the point or from the direction they are going, they are already failing.
Okay.
John Dramani Mahama told us that he's coming with because of his desire to get a social intervention policy, he's coming with Mahama Care. And you know what? Mahama Care have its source of fund.
I think you're digressing from the main issue.
Look, there are a lot of things to talk about.
Yes.
And when he was saying he veered out of the topic, you allowed him.
I brought him to order.
So the point I was making was that.
Please.
Let me clarify.
No. We don't have enough time for clarification right now.
Yes. He veered out of. You let him go. So I should also be allowed.
I called him back.
Yes. So what we are saying is that, look, this country, the NDC cannot mention one single thing that they have done. Maybe my brother here should mention it. One single thing that they have done that led to the cedi appreciating to the way it has gone to the level it has gone to. And even now, because of the artificial intervention, the cedi is now dropping.
Okay.
It's depreciating. So, my brother, can you mention one thing you've done?
You say artificial intervention, and you are saying we didn't do anything.
What,
you are contradicting. You are working contradicting
now
yourself.
Tell me, what have you
said
done?
We have done artificial intervention, yet we cannot tell you what we have done. What is artificial intervention?
Okay, tell me what you have done.
What is artificial? They think that policies should be about sloganeering. It's not about. It's about effective leadership. Gold board is a clear example of how we have come far as a country.
Okay. Gold board. So gold board.
You say you guys my question.
Wait.
Hello.
So gold board.
Hello.
So gold board is the reason.
We are talking about election.
So you have asked me a question.
My brother is telling me that gold board is the reason.
Let's deal with the issue.
We have made sure that the revenue we have generated 5 months in office.
We'll come to
able to do that. We're able to do that.
What percentage of the reserve did we leave for you?
You can't
my brother, please,
which causes a loss to the state.
So you are telling me that
report
you are telling me that
calm down.
That you said you have made sure
listen to me.
I'm saying
you are telling me that gold board brought the dollar to where it is.
I'm telling you that.
Are you telling me that gold board brought the dollar?
I'm telling you that.
Hi. Thank you. We are talking about election violence. I don't know how come. So, Brima, you made mention of there being an education to these people, the supporters of these political parties. And then I mentioned to Razak, so this is actually for you, Razak. I mentioned to you with regards to the viral video we saw of Esiedu Nketiah being nearly assaulted by these people, by some members of your political party. Looking at the chaos.
Put it in the right context.
Which is?
There were no people wearing political colors there.
Oh, are you sure?
No, nobody. They weren't wearing any.
They were.
Please. This was a fun. It was a funeral.
People regalia.
It was a fun.
And they were accusing.
What
they were attacking was that they were accusing him. I don't want to say those words on air, but that was what they were saying, that he's responsible for the death of the man. Do you understand? The NDC is responsible for the death. Your own vice president. Your own.
So now the question is for
vice president. During the MPP's era, during those times, he himself, your MPP,
she has asked me a question. Please, the question is not for you. What are you saying?
Good. Sorry about that.
Oh. The point I'm making is that
you said those people were not wearing.
They were not wearing MPP colors. No. Maybe you will show us a video.
I'm telling you that
they were not wearing MPP colors.
Okay.
So there can be another reason why he was attacked over there.
He wasn't actually attacked. He was nearly.
You said he was attacked.
I said nearly assaulted.
Nearly assaulted.
Yes.
Well, that's fine. So there can be another reason, but we cannot associate it to NPP.
Okay, so we're not associating it to NPP. What looking at the uproar and all that thing, it obviously looked like it was the funeral even there was actually being politicized.
How was it politicized?
Yeah, because per the reports and per the news stories that I've read, it mentioned that NPP political parties, supporters. So it took Nana Boache.
That means the media is failing us.
Oh no, wait. I'm not going to lie about. Let me read it to you. NPP supporters nearly assault Esiedu Nketiah at Eneskumi's 40-day observance. What started as a solemn observance for the late former Nketiah member of parliament, Eneskumi, also turned chaotic moments when the national chairman of the governing National Democratic Congress, why do they have to, come up so aggressively when they saw him?
You see, the fact
you mentioned something about logical reasoning. So why should you even get up in a place when you see someone of that caliber?
Yeah, so I'm saying that an attack in the first place is wrong.
Good.
You understand?
Thank you for admitting that.
It is wrong to attack anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, there's a reason why those people attacked him. That one I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know why he was attacked.
So why was it that there was actually calm when
is not right? You see, the headline says that NPP members. There's a problem there.
You think
cannot. No, it's not.
My issue is. My issue is.
Is that NPP?
Look at it.
Look at it. Okay, if you are saying
funeral dresses. Funeral dress.
MPP regalia.
And what I'm even seeing is NDC. What I'm seeing is.
So why did they have to take some NPP?
Look at her.
I said they are wearing funeral dress. But you can not see.
No, he's showing you a video.
Yes,
look at
on that same video.
Look at it. Come back. Look at it. Start here.
So where is the MPP color?
You see it. You see the MPP color. Look at them.
Look
at the woman. Look. Watch it. Watch.
You are just trying to say that there was an MPP color.
Meanwhile,
those people shouting at him. They were not wearing colors. They were just wearing their funeral dress, black and red.
Look at the woman. What is she throwing? It's not MPP regalia. With the one hooting at him. Look at him. It's not MPP regalia that she was with.
So why did he have to take?
Only one MPP.
Look at her.
She was just standing.
Wait. So why did they? So the news article read that it took the intervention of the NP for New Durban South, Michael Kofi Ochibefi, an MPP national organizer, Henry Nanabuachi. Why did they have to take those caliber of people from the opposition party to actually calm these people down?
You know, that ground was not a political ground. Let's not.
But looking at how the person just appeared and then the people just to have pounds on him.
But you can have your issue against any other person.
Oh, and this one not just one person. No, look at the numbers.
So why were they not attacking different people, but only Asid in Ketia? Meaning they have an issue with him.
Okay, today they are saying that when we were talking about
what
you
issue?
Understand?
Well, no. What issue could it be? Even
and
not politics.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
But the fact of the matter is that
we are dealing with logic here.
Yeah, the logic says that you don't associate it to MPP when you did not see MPP members attacking him. That's the logic.
You are quick to say NDC people attack our council, right? You are quick to say.
Without even wearing, we didn't even see them wearing party colors.
They were not wearing party colors, but the NDC guys were wearing party colors.
Where they were not wearing.
They
were not wearing.
Ordinarily, in a election grounds, you are not allowed to wear political colors.
They didn't wear, so they were not.
I said you are not allowed. You are not even allowed to wear political. But the individuals involved in the Blake-Manoff issue, we know them.
You and who?
I know them. I know them.
Mention their names.
Okay, you see the conviction.
I don't mention their names.
Okay, enough of the banter.
You will see the names.
Enough of the
banter. Their names and show us their party card.
Enough of the banter.
Do they belong to?
See, we can have.
Those guys are national security guys.
Please calm down. Please calm down.
If I say I'm national security and I'm a member of a political party, you should be able to provide your evidence. You understand? Which constituency do I belong to? What's my party card? You tell me. You have reduced the
conversation. It's okay. And please calm down.
I tell you that those guys are NDC guys.
What evidence do you have? You do not have any evidence.
All right.
You do not have any evidence. You are just saying by word of mouth. Say they are members of national security, but they have party colors. That's what you are saying, isn't it? And I'm saying that if they have party colors, show us their party colors.
See. Hi. That's okay. Thank you. That's okay.
Oh no.
That's okay.
You are very insincere yourself.
That's okay. Thank you.
I think you are.
Don't worry. We can do this back door. We can do this back door. So we will speak about our last topic briefly. Then we move away from here. That has to do with the revocation of the LI. We've seen the lands minister writing to the AG for the revocation of the LI. Do you think revoking this LI in the first place is going to be a lasting solution to our Galamsey menace we have right in? Briefly.
No.
Briefly.
It is not.
Okay.
Because, revoking the LI doesn't really mean anything. What it only means is that people are the licensed miners are no longer allowed to mine. But the issue we even have in the country is illegal mining, those who don't have license mining. Are you getting the difference? So if you revoke license, it means licensed miners are not allowed to go into the forest. But the canker in this country is illegal mining. Those who don't have license mining. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So the call is that we are calling for state of emergency to be declared on those areas. And look, we are not even calling for state of emergency to be declared throughout the 4 years. What we are saying is that declare state of emergency for a particular period of time, so that we will come to the board and then find out a more practical solution as to how responsible mining should be done. But you see what? When you have insincere guys who are part of key decision making, cabinet members, these are some of the things you experienced. Because we have Honorable Kujeto Ablakwa, who promised or who told us that they should declare state of emergency. He's a key cabinet member. Ama Kofi Boa, current land minister, he told us that they should declare state of emergency. Honorable Haruna Idrisu, he told us that state of emergency be declared. Honorable Sam George, he told us that state of emergency be declared.
Yeah.
All these guys support the fact that we should declare state of emergency when they were in the position. Today they are in power. What has changed?
Okay.
What has changed?
All right.
Nothing. Please let me make my point. I just started.
Hey.
Yes, I just
you've already ate into 3 minutes already.
Really?
Yes. I was watching the
time.
So you have 1 minute more.
So today we are saying that is it only 4 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's too short.
Our time is fast.
I will be monitoring because if another person is spending more
than you are wasting your time.
So what I'm saying is that if you have Okujeto Ablakwa, Sam George, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, and Amako Fibua calling for state of emergency declaration in opposition, these guys are key members of cabinet. So declaring state of emergency should not be a difficult thing.
Okay.
So today, you see Honorable the chairman of the NDC on TV saying that he doesn't buy into the idea of declaring state of emergency.
Yeah.
Now the question is, where were you when Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa asked for declaration of state of emergency? That's one. Two, where were you when Haruna Idrisu declared state of emergency? Did you tell them it was not good? Where were you when Kofi Bua asked for state of emergency? When Sam George declared war on Akufo-Addo because of Galamsey.
Exactly.
And he asked for declaration of state of emergency. Where were you?
Right.
So what we are saying is that, look, you have an insincere government that is not ready to fight Galamsey. Why did I say this? These NDC guys,
time is up.
These NDC guys went into the bush and told the Galamseyers that, look, NPP is stopping you from, getting a daily meal. So go and vote against them because NPP was fighting Galamsey. Go and vote against them and come back to the pitch. We will allow you to mine. That's what they told us. The videos are there.
Right.
Today, you have Joseph Yemin, national organizer of the NDC, coming to tell, even right now as we speak in Akotia, tell them that they will allow them to mine. Okay. That nobody is going to declare state of emergency.
Right.
So what we are saying is that, look, this country has been scammed.
All right.
We have QNet government that deceived them and they got into power through that.
Okay.
They are not ready to fight Galamsey. They are never ready and they will not fight Galamsey. Look, Galamsey has become a part of us.
You are done.
You understand?
Yeah.
So let's all agree to one thing. Declare state of emergency. Let's come to the board.
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm saying? And then we'll find out a responsible way of, mining.
Of mining.
Because we cannot entirely stop it.
All right.
That's a fact.
Okay. Uncle Dennis.
So,
sorry.
You're cutting my time.
Yeah, time is far gone. I need to listen to everyone's submission. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you once more for this opportunity. When this LI was passed, during the reign of the outgoing administration, I belong to a group where we voiced out that this LI, already we have Galamsey eating us up, and we pass this LI allowing people to issuing people licenses to mine in the forest. It wasn't the right call. Since when the LI was issued, was passed, and licenses were being issued, you can see the devastating manner in which our forest has been turned to. Nothing. We were losing. We've lost almost 80% of our forest covers. Which is alarming. Which is very much alarming. So the move to revoke the revocation for the LI, it's a right call. Actually, it's a right call, and I'm all for it. It is not completely going to eradicate the menace, but it's a step in the right direction, at least to protect what we have and better it. So I think it's a right move, and kudos to the government. It's a promise they made, and I think they are fulfilling it. So kudos. Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah, so the fight against Galamsey continues. And the NDC government is committed to making sure that they bring this Galamsey menace to an end. We have seen about 425 excavators. We have over 1,000 excavators that have been impounded at the Tema port. We have our own national organizer and our own third national vice chairman being investigated for allegations against them because of illegal mining. We have 5,500 hectares of land that have been reclaimed because of Galamsey during their era. We are writing to the AG to revocate the LI 2462 because of how bad it is. Because you cannot say you are protecting our lands, yet you are giving licenses to even there are even legal people who can do the mines into a forest reserve. What is the definition of a forest reserve if you are allowing mining people to be going on? Meaning it's not going to be a forest reserve. Now, during their era, we had over 1,000 mining licenses, even on record. over 2,000. What do you call the specific number was 2,127 licenses were issued during the MPP's era, as against 102 licenses that were issued before Nana Addo came into power.
Are you serious?
Now that's the point I'm making. Now the LI 246 is seeks to what? Allow people to mine in these areas, and we are coming to revoke it. That was a promise we made to the people,
right?
And we are delivering on that. My brother is talking about state of emergency. You see, we have state of emergency. We have several, types of. We can have a curfew. We can have a lockdown. Even COVID time, we didn't have a state of emergency. Now, why is he not saying that during NPP's era they didn't do a state of emergency? Why didn't they do it if they believed in fighting? I'm saying we had a whole president who said he would put his presidency on the line.
But your government was saying that even in 1 week,
you promised them better. That's why they voted for you.
I'm telling you, the NDC as a party officially we have not. I'm not playing equalization. I'm telling you that we are doing better in terms of revocating an ally that you people passed. I mean, we are doing better than you.
So if you were
I'm saying that, you see, the point we are making, I'm saying that NDC as a political party, we have not issued any official stand that says we needed a state of emergency. People are entitled to their personal opinions.
So you think those people spoke individually?
Yes, everyone was entitled to his own opinion to seek for a state of emergency. We can have a state of emergency on our rivers, fine. But a state of emergency is a huge word. Do you understand? It's a big deal.
Right.
That I don't think even as a nation we are ready for.
Can you be right?
So in the fight against Galamsey, we can say, oh, let's declare a state of emergency against our river bodies, so that there's that kind of these military personnel and we are putting all our resources and we are putting these our full forces. But then you have to just oppose. How are you going to do? We have blue water gas that are there, also guarding these water bodies. We commissioned blue water gas, about 5,000 of them going to guard these our water bodies, telling us, giving us hints about these things. So these are the efforts that we have been putting in place against the canker. You understand? They have not done anything. The president who decided to put his presidency on the line finished his 8 years without even doing. I don't know why he didn't resign, because your president couldn't even fight Galamsey. And I don't know what Bobby is coming to do. So in going forward, they should know that they do not have that right, the temerity. Charles Bisu was caught on tape taking money in terms of Galamsey. We had the likes of Professor Frimpong Boateng report on mine until today. Did you act on Professor Frimpong Boateng's report? So they didn't have that political will, and today we are seeing the political will of the NDC government in fighting against Galamsey. Our own people have been prosecuted. You tell me which people during the NPP were accused of doing mining.
You are done.
Those people are accused of doing mining.
You are done. I think you just eat into your last words time, so that's it for you.
Yes. So my last words, the revocation of the
you have 1 minute.
Yes, that's fine. I'll use it probably. The revocation of the LI is nothing. If you declare state of emergency, that's what we're looking for. Today, let me tell you this. The LI, I see this move by the minister as a PR and sentence. Why did I say this? The minister, he has the capacity as a minister to institute the revocation of the LI in parliament. Do you get what I'm saying? So I am seeing the particles of sentence in it because
1 minute. 1 minute.
But 1 minute, I've not even done a second.
Hey. Okay, let's go.
So the revocation of the LI, the minister can institute it in parliament himself without having to take it to the state attorney. So revocation of the LI, he can do it without, if the ministry there are legal department that can handle that. So he can do it himself without sending it to the AG. Why is he sending it to the AG?
Oh, you are going okay.
So we are saying that no, the government has not done anything different with regards to the fight against Galamsey.
Okay.
And they are not committed to it.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. His Excellency, the President, visited Singapore and he came with some refreshing news. One of which I am very much interested is a 10,000 bed capacity for the University of Ghana. You know what? I went to school. I schooled at University of Ghana. Currently, I'm employed by the University of Ghana. So, this news came as a refreshing one because we know the deficit we are facing in terms of accommodation issues. So, this is the right call, and I wish it could have been extended to other public schools, but it's unfortunate. It's only University of Ghana. But 10,000 is a big deal. It's really going to fill a void, and I'm happy about it. And with the TVET and other good news that he came with, I'm happy, and this is the right move.
That's the right move. All right.
So in concluding, that tomorrow's election is a peaceful one, and it's going to be a peaceful by God's grace, and that people should make sure that they go in and vote for number 2, Lawyer Bernard Bediako. Number 1 is for press conference. Number 1 is for leaving Parliament House and doing workout. Number 1 is for bad governance.
Okay.
Number 2 is for good governance. The bad governance we have voted out. The people shouldn't make a mistake. Tomorrow you are voting for number 2, Lawyer Bernard Bediako, as the MP for Ekotia.
All right.
To represent your interests. We saw Dr. Baumia going there to make frivolous claims that he died because of NDC's error. During our time, you people, we had a deputy minister of state, finance that died on oxygen in prison during your time. MPP's Eric Force era. We had our time Keselato Force, and if we chased him, how many months did the education spend in your hands going to court back and forth? So in conclusion, we have to let them know these people are deceitful people. They are liars. They do not deserve any iota of power. And if we do mistake and vote for this MP, he's not going to bring any development to them. So they should vote for the NDC candidate Bernard Bediako number 2, and victory shall be.
He's done.
So, in conclusion, I would like to thank the honourable member for Parliament, also West Wellgate, John DeMello, and the Deputy Minister of Agri, John DeMello, for all his efforts that he's doing. I would like to also say hello to the Minister of Employment and Labour Relations, Honourable Rashid Pelpo, for his good work that he's doing at his ministry. And we pray the good Lord continue to guide and protect him. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is committed to making sure that...
Yeah, greeting your family members.
I'm saying His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC is committed to making sure that we move this country forward. The disaster when we came to meet, we will no longer meet it again. Bye-bye to MPP. Bye-bye to Baumia.
Wow. In conclusion, that was the whole campaign you did. It's okay. If I should... Wow. It's my first time encountering you all, and I must say that I had a great time with you all. Thank you so much for the insightful, knowledge and perspective you brought to the issues that matter to us all. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining us. I really enjoyed myself, and I'm hoping to have you guys again. All right, and this is where we draw the curtains for the second segment of the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll come your way again same time as tomorrow.